Alright, apparently we are back. Hopefully everyone's still here. My Streamlabs crapped itself, which is the first time that's happened since I've been streaming. Just checking that it's still... Oh, it's very laggy. Don't know why Streamlabs is doing that. Okay. We're just gonna hope for the best. Maybe just close a few things that don't need to be open at the moment, because that might be half the battle. Alright, just doing a quick check. Is anyone around? Alright, we're just going to do a quick check in chat and see if everybody's back before I start randomly talking again. This time we're going to stop having things open up in the background. Alright. Hopefully we're all back. That was, yeah, very bizarre. Did not like that just randomly crashing on me. But yes, we are going to go quickly check out the Trial of Style, because I am actually very curious about the gear that might be on offer. And because I forget to do it every bloody time that there's a new Trial of Style on. There we are. So where's the quest person?
Hi.
I've already done this before. I don't know why you're giving me intro quests.
Great to meet you. Off with you.
Meowdy, hello. I don't know if you were on here before.
What can I do for you?
My thing
See you
crapped out,
soon.
but yeah, Streamlabs just decided to go apeshit, and it closed. And for the first time it happened, I was like, oh, that's not right. How do I do a stylish photo?
You got my attention.
Oh, you just do the reaction. Yeah, this is my second stream. Yay! I'm so popular that I had to crash my stream and start it again. Yeah, Streamlabs. First time that's been unreliable. I probably need to actually like give it an update, but I don't want to do it today, so I'll do it when I finish my stream tonight.
Watch your back.
Alright, let's talk to the Envoy and see what this Trial of Style options are, because I would like to know if any transmogs are new.
Well met. Go with honor.
And I can do that before I go and visit Koresh.
For the Alliance.
Alright, so Trial of Style, let's compete. Oh, shit. Let's do one round and see what we can do.
I foresee a mutually beneficial transaction.
Oh, this is the Trial of Style gear. Cool, okay. So, I don't have the random feet that come with it. What's all this? That's all leather gear. Oh, that's an ugly robe thing. Trial of Style tokens. Do I have any? Oh, I've got some in my bank. Cool. So the duelist stuff. Just want to see if there's anything new. As in anything that like I need to buy. Except the Gimp mask. Yeah, I don't really want the brown stuff. That's not really a colour scheme that bodes with them. Oh, some characters would wear it. Yeah, I don't know if any of that new stuff is from Trial of Style Penumbra. I could be wrong though, because like I'm obviously... Oh god, look how terrible that all looks. Maybe I'll do some runs on the weekend and see if I can unlock some more tokens and buy some more shiz and go from there. I look like a hipster that's just lost their way in life. Yeah, no, we're not gonna touch that right now. But I do want to still look at the other things. So what else have we got? So we've got the stuff that comes from the Traveler's Log. We know that. Random Rainy Day Collection, which is just bizarre. The Dwarven stuff, which again, looks pretty cool, but I don't like the Magni style. Just no. There's just something about that color. It's nice in accents, but I don't really like it as a full contrast. That's just ugly. Why would you have the green with that blue? Like, the blue's not bad. But, yeah, I don't know. And red. Red's okay. I really just like the bronze one, to be honest. It's very regal. Fel Reaver. Ooh. Maybe some of this is from the trading post, because some of this looked like it came from there. Ooh, I like the Fel set though. Ooh, I don't like the mask, but I like everything else about it. Except it's no longer available apparently, or it's not available at all. But the Wounds Champion. Motorcycle mounts. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to Google these separately. I'm not touching a Google browser right now because I don't want to crash my bloody Streamlabs. But I might have to do a bit of a Google to figure out where all these like sets are coming. Because they're higher up in the list. So it makes me feel like it's only been released as part of this this season. Which means they're probably coming out in the later like Traveler's Logs or something. But who knows? This is definitely from the Koreshi, like that you look very ethereal there. Kind of like that look actually. I wonder what it looks like for other class, other armor types. I don't know if it's any different. Koreshi gear. Oh wow, that's the male version, like as in male gear. What about Demon Hunter? Koreshi gear, Koreshi Outdoors. Oh, that's the leather set. By the look of it. And then we'll do the Paladin. So where's the Koreshi Outdoors? That's the plate set. The plate set looks nice. It looks very elven almost. Like I could almost see Silver Moon elves wearing most of that without the sort of ethereal coloring. Actually, let's go back to the hunter, because I think I chose the wrong option for the Koreshi Outdoors. Yeah, there we go. So that's the male set, if you're a hunter or something. Okay, not bad. But let's go back to Priest. So that was the outdoor set. Then there's a Trust Renown. Oh yeah, because you're going to have Renown gear. Monster Hunting. Oh, wait. Oh no, they're the same thing. That's weird. It's practically the same. It's just a slight tinge colour. So I'm guessing that will be the same for the other 4 sets then. Or the other 3 sets. Oh, the Horseman's Collection. See, this would be kind of cool. Oh, I like that. What does it look like in green? I think I liked it in blue more, which is weird for me to say. The fiery one looks nice. So that's absolutely going to have to be for Halloween. That's definitely going to be a Halloween collection. Oh, Stream Boo's back. Oh, and the white set looks really nice. Yeah, I dare say that's going to be a what's the Hallows Eve? That's going to be a Hallows Eve unlock, surely. So, collecting those candies. Those stupid candies. I feel like we just did Hallows Eve. It's been that quick this year. Phase diving vendors, so it's not really much of a change, but this is when you get the Reshi wraps and you can dive into different phases. The cloth version just looks like you've gone in for plastic surgery and you've come out and they've like bandaged you up. Then the Koreshi gear. Alright, they're not getting very inventive. They're not really changing it much per armor type. But the Delve set kind of looks cool, so maybe I might actually do the Delves. And then Season 3. So this is the PvP set. I wish I was good enough to work for the elites, but I'm really not. Aspirant is just the usual thing. Gladiator kind of looks cool. I will wait till the season is over, and then I will use my legacy tokens to buy this, because I will not be doing PvP heavily. And then Mana Forge Omega, which I think is the big raid. So this is the raid gear. I really like... Oh, that was heroic. I really like the priest set. That's kind of cool. What does it look like in normal? Because I will likely end up with both Raid Finder and normal for both. Because I usually will upgrade the tokens up till normal level. I really do like that. Priests have actually done alright the last few rounds of raids, or last few seasons. They've actually done pretty good with priests. But they're not very, very inventive. That's almost a clippable moment, isn't it, Penumbra? Yeah, no, it is almost the statement of the expansion, but I don't know. I just feel like there used to be a little bit of variance between like what a armor set got between the different types of outdoor content. Now it's just like, here's the same style, but a slight different tinge. I mean, I get it. They've got 4 different armor types to do every single time, but like, come on. At least you're not doing it bloody class level like you have to do with the tier gear. I really do like the heroic, and I'll probably end up with a couple of heroic pieces in the end, but I probably won't get a full set. I always hate looking at Mythic because it's not something I will be getting anytime soon. It'll be something I'll go for Transmog in like 4 years' time. Oh, and I really like the Mythic. Paladin's had a win with all 3 tiers, I feel like. I haven't seen the Pally yet. I'm going to have a look at them right now. Oh, I really like the Mythic. It's very Xalatath coded, and I want it. Which means I won't have it for another 4 years. Which is okay. We will manage. We'll get through. Alright, let's look at Paladin. We're just going to rip off the band-aid and go straight to Paladin. Oh, okay. I don't know if I agree. I'm not loving Season 3. This color is not so bad. Almost looks like it'd be better for a Demon Hunter. Because it gives me very, like, Legion, Blackrook Hold vibes. Yeah, I'm not loving that for the Pally. I don't mind that set, but, like... Yeah, I'll go to Mythic in a second. I'm going slowly. Can't go balls deep yet. This is very Alliance coded. Like, I feel like anyone that plays a Horde Paladin is going to not like the Alliance coloring. But anyway. But then they get the Horde coloring when they go to the next one. Yeah, I'm not big on Heroic either. Alright, let's see the Mythic. I did see it briefly, but yeah. Look, it's better than some of them for the Paladin. It's almost giving Shadowlands vibes, if I can be honest. Yeah, I might warm to it when because my Paladin is going to be my main one. I always try to do the initial story quests on my Priest, because that is like my main. But then I tend to do anything that needs completion on my Paladin. So Paladin is probably going to get a full set first of the Raid Finder gear. Alright, let's go Warrior. Let's go in terms of order of what's in the list. I like that you can preview them all in the appearances. Oh, Christ. Warriors... Cultural appropriation with the braided chains. Yeah, Warriors. They haven't been as kind to Warriors. It's often just some kind of a spiked, studded shoulder plate. And just some really gravelly or rock-like outfits. Like... The helmet is a little bit more inventive this time around, because, you know, it's kind of like giving them, like... culturally appropriating braids, but you know, like, and I like that they move, but no, I like green, but I don't like the combo. Nope, that looks wrong. Almost looks like Shredder from the Ninja Turtles. Again, Shadowlands. It's just giving me Shadowlands. That's all I'm getting from this. Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but I wouldn't be rushing for it. Like, my Warrior is legitimately just going to get the Raid Finder just to complete it. Alright, let's see if Hunters have been fucked over for the, like, 100,000th time. I feel like because, like, Illyria, the Windrunners are going to become prominent again very soon. It's kind of giving me like a Sylvanas look. List of good hunter sets. And it's just like a pause. Just like a pregnant pause. No, look. Hunters have a good set or two. Although, okay, maybe not the Nighthold. This page intentionally left blank. 404 error. No, look. In the entire history of hunters, yes, they've got much less than they've got bad than they've got good. Because, like, what the hell was that dreadful thing? I mean, not many classes passed the Molten Core test in the first place, but still. This kind of could have been good depending on which race you play. Like, a Gnome Hunter would look pretty sick in that. But, like, or a Dwarf Hunter. But, like, anything that's, like, average height looks a bit, That just looks like a gimp suit gone wrong. Look, this is my stream tonight. Just me, like, bad-mouthing the gear types. This one's actually not bad. The Gruul's Lair version is alright. Like, that's probably the first one where I can say I actually quite like it and could actually use it if I had it all. Serpent Giant Cavern, not bad. Like, yeah, that's passable. Like, it actually is passable in my mind with a bit of the lightning going off. I have to remind myself of these ones because it's been so long since I've studied them. Black Temple looks... It looks like the hunter was swallowed up by Gruul or Magtheridon or one of those big-ass demon-y monsters and was spat out from the butt, like he was shat out. And this is like what's left behind, and it's even got like the odor stream sticking over it. How that passed the design test for anything is just, I don't know. Sunwell Plateau, like the shoulder pads are kind of cool, but everything else just feels off. Nax, just boring, like what the fuck? It's like some other classes got some really nice ones. Ulduar, I get what they're going for. They're going for a prelude to Lich King, like, and why in the fucking life of me, I can't understand, do these ones not get shoes? Like, why? Why don't they give them shoes for the the unlock? Like, was there a shortage on shoes in the Wrath of the Lich King? Like, could they not design shoes properly? It's like those Japanese RPG games, like your Bravely Defaults and stuff, where they don't design them with shoes or feet, so they're just like pins or like bowling pins running around. It's such a meme in itself, but yeah, what is with the serious lack of shoes and footwear in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion? I don't understand it. Trial of the Crusader was pretty meh for hunters. Again, like, no. ICC I freaking hated. It almost looks like, I'm assuming that's what it actually is supposed to look like. Yeah, based on the naming. It very much just looks like they skinned a bloody dung beetle or something and wore it as a hat. Yeah, no. Not a fan. Bastion of Twilight. This was bad for a lot of classes. That look, the helm is kind of cool. Like the whole idea that you're wearing a dead fish's head. The DK. Yeah, some do and some don't. And even in ICC, you get it for the... Oh, no, you do get it for all of them. But yeah, for some reason, some classes just don't get footwear. I don't understand what the problem was in Wrath of the Lich King. Like, what was the decision point there? Do we not have enough animators to animate shoes for the remaining classes? Don't know. Or maybe they just decided, look, you other classes aren't familiar with Northrend, you can't have proper footwear. Like, what the hell? Yeah, look, it's probably not the worst of the classes that got a set in Bastion of Twilight, if I'm honest. I feel like there were some classes that got the rawer end of the deal. They may have come later. Yeah, look, possibly. Firelands was okay, except it just looks like I'm wearing another creature's head. Like, it doesn't look like a helmet. It looks like I've just stolen a demon's head and wearing that. Yeah, and look, who knows, maybe they'll retroactively put some others for the other classes when they think to do it, but I don't know. But yeah, this set, dare I say, this set is fire. I wasn't meaning it because it's Firelands. I was just about to say, this is actually quite a fire set. Puns not intended, but I will take them. But I just don't like the helmet. Like, I actually used to put this on my hunter, and I would just not make her wear the helmet. I'd give her a different fiery looking helmet. Dragon Soul, it's very giving, like, Maleficent became a skull demon and I skinned her and here I am wearing her head. But again, it's fine. I think other classes got some uglier ones in Dragon Soul, but eh. I'm not going to go through all the remix ones because, like, meh. Heart of Fear, boring. Like, cool. You gave us a horn-looking helmet. Cool. I'm not horny for it, but it's okay. Throne of Thunder was just like... I don't know. Like... Hunters very much keep getting the motif of, I'm going to wear the animal I've killed, and that's okay for, like, 1 or 2 sets, but it's, like, kind of a bit tired after, like, 4 expansions in a row. At least it's kind of a cool animal for the Raid Finder set. What does it look like in Heroic? Look, it ain't dreadful, but it ain't great. And then Siege, like, I don't get the concept. Like, I don't get the style brief. I don't understand how this relates to the raid. But anyway. And then we move into Warlords. Not again, wearing dead animals, fair enough. Hunters, cool. Don't like the spiral belt. I think that's just strange, but, you know, it's the only piece I'm missing, actually. And that was on Mythic, so what does the normal look like? Ugh. That's right, because they made these sets that were, like, so wildly different between the Mythic looking and the heroic, the normal and the heroics. Yeah, just, like, meh. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a fascination for chunky wrestling style belts. I really hate when they started making these more and more common. Just, no. Just, even if it's got, like, a cool mechanic on the front, like, I just don't like chunky wrestling belts. Some of them need to be in there, sure. Like, give us some, because some people like it, but not everyone does. Hellfire Citadel just looked very lazy. I remember that one. If they had have gone with a bit more of a... And again, Raid Finder looks so different to Mythic. But, like... In fact... Like, they're all wildly different. But anyway, beside that... if they had have gone with the motif that the sort of the claws design the whole outfit, it probably could have looked good. But it's just like they got Head and Shoulders done and they went, okay, somebody else can design it. And then the summer intern did the rest of it. And they just went, yep, cool, stamp, print, let's go. Which is pretty much how Warlords of Draenor felt generally. Personally, just the whole expansion just felt like they gave the rest of it to the summer interns. And then they just approved it before looking at it. Legion, in some cases for hunters, were okay, but others not. Like, again, we went back to that. It looks like it got spat out by a demon from the butt end. Just, no. And Time Warp looks even more confused. No. And Taurus, again, we're going back to the same animals that we've already killed, and we're just wearing them again. We've just redesigned it a little bit. And Mythic was just very... I mean, the Raid Finder is just very lazy. Architecturally on the body it looks nice, but just, like, the pieces just look a bit strange. Like, I like the wrap snake sort of vibe and whatever, but... I'm not going to do this for every class. I'm just doing Hunters because we know that they have been severely mistreated in terms of styling. Uldir was just dreadful for all, because this is when they stopped doing... I'm pretty sure this was the moment when they decided, we're not going to do tier sets for every class. We're just going to give it based on the armor type. So I'm pretty sure all the clothies got one, all the hunters, all the male gear got this. So yeah, very raw deal and also very ugly. Uldir just had very shit stuff. And I'm pretty sure they kept it up again for Battle of Desire Law. Like, they did the whole, like, you know, it's just the same for the rest of the classes. Under the same armor type. And I think even Nyalotha was the same. It wasn't until they moved on to the next thing that they changed it, to Shadowlands, that they changed it. Because people complained that they wanted tier sets again. At least this is different. Like, as gross as it looks, and a hunter doesn't really it make sense for a hunter. At least they kind of went with that whole illithid, like Dungeons and Dragons or, you know, HP Lovecraft creature. Like, at least that looks somewhat thematic. Like, fine. The actual, like, armor type sets for the most of the Covenants looked pretty decent. Like, you know, Hunters actually did look pretty good in some of them. Like, Necrolord actually looks alright. I actually don't mind Necrolord. I have to finish the others, but yeah, doesn't look bad. Castle Nathria, you can tell I've never actually been through it once. I've never actually done it on Raid Finder or just a run through. I probably should now that I can go through it. It started to look okay, but too many elements. Like, you've got a skull mask, so why don't you go skull all the way? You've got, like, stakes or whatever for the ground. You could have done that as a whole motif. Or you've got, like, almost like a tombstone, like, skull vibe. Why don't you do that for the whole thing? Like, why are you mixing and matching concepts? What am I looking for otherwise? Sanctum. Sanctum had a good mythic set. Actually, Sanctum just had a good set in general. I gotta say, Sanctum actually made Hunters look good. For some random thing, buddy, Shadowlands actually did something nice for Hunters. And then you got the Sepulchre. Then they just went, okay, we're gonna make you look like some really obscure bird creature. With weird, like, wing things that fade away. That just looked a bit strange. This felt very much like a poorly designed Power Rangers season or something. And then, where are we at with Dragonflight? So we get to... Oh, yeah. Firstly, the Incarnates look dreadful for a lot of classes, especially Hunters. Again, elements work, but not all of it. Like, I don't like this weird, like, thing that's happening on the gloves or the wrists or whatever. Like, that's just strange. Lazy. Big hippo-like creature on your shoulder, and we're just going to give you some basic spikes and some, yeah, like, come on, Blizzard, do better. Do feckin' better. Amidra again, had some kind of fun elements, but this set, hear me out, I think would look better for a monk. I think a monk would look really cool with, like, smoky sort of shoulders coming out from dragon faces. Like, this could have been a really dope monk set. Maybe without a different helmet or something. But yeah, I just don't see it for a hunter. Mythic looks freaking sick though, like, lovely. But again, I think it's suited more for like a monk or something personally, or a shaman. But anyway, because shaman, if hunters have had a raw deal, shaman too. I'm not going to go through them all because we know, but shaman have generally had a raw deal as well. They're the two male classes. Like, they have copped it the hardest. I don't count the evoker because they barely get clothes in the first place that actually suit them, as in dragon forms. And then, yeah, now we're on the current one, which, where are we at? Where's the first raid? Oh, good. Gotta stop yawning. I haven't even started. Naruba's oh, God. Yeah, come on. Derpy Derp McDerp Derp. And their Derpy Derpy intern. Just like, this looks like a bad costume party outfit. Like, they were going to, like, one of those sex orgy parties, and they decided to, like, come in as, like, a weird, like, creature that's gonna, like, devour them. And this is the outfit they bought from the costume shop. Look, I can't even believe that they reskinned that. That's just disgusting. The 20th anniversary should... No offense, but listening to you be a transmog stop is hilarious. No offense taken. It's just a... I don't know. And look, don't get me wrong. Don't hire me to be the designer, because I'm not going to make something look good every season. But, like, some classes, it's just, like, knock out of the park every time. Priests, majority of the way, have actually had some really good sets. Paladins, pretty decent sets. Warriors, hit and miss. DKs are pretty much the same motif the whole way through. DKs don't get a lot of variation, but at least they work. Rogues, middle of the line. But yeah, hunters and shaman, don't know. But yes, I will wear that title, Transmog Snob. I wish I could have it as a title in the game. But yeah, honestly. And this was very, like, this felt very Shadowlands Sylvanas coded, which is fine. But, like, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, let's go back to the reviewing of the current season. And you can listen to me be more of a snob. So this is, look, this is okay now that we've done a walk through the history of Hunter outfits. This isn't the worst now that I look at it, now that I can appreciate it under a different lens. But again, it's just boring. Like, very mid. Very, very mid. Alright, let's see what the rogues ended up with, because rogues can be treated well sometimes. Yeah, look, this is okay. It goes with the theme of a rogue, like, you know, shadow, like they're like in the shadows, that kind of thing. So, yeah, look, that's not bad. Again, I might put it in bland category, but it's not bad bland. Like, it's okay. Oh, I do like the heroic, the normal set though. That's kind of nice and smoky, and the color scheme. Yeah, like they're all fine. They're all good for rogues, especially my gnome rogue. She would look good in that. Why didn't they keep up the Zelatath coloring though? That would have been fun. If all the mythic ones had the Zelatath coloring, that would have actually looked pretty sweet. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, I'm not bothered that I can't get this in mythic, because I won't be doing mythic content, but that's alright. We've seen priests. Let's go DKs. So let me change it back to something like Raid Finder. Yeah, see, I just said this before. DKs, it's very much the same motif. They always get some kind of a hooded helmet, always some kind of hooded or spiked shoulders or demonic looking shoulders, and it's always like really like edgy and like sharp edges and stuff. I'm not shocked by this motif. It's not my favorite DK outfit, but I'm not shocked by it. Like, it's very similar to what they always give DKs. Puke. Here we go. You're joining the snobbery bandwagon. I don't really like the coloring for heroic out of all three of them so far. Usually it gets better, but like this, yeah, this coloring's a bit boring. Either do it full white or commit and go darker. See, they've got the Zelatath coloring, so why do only some classes get the Zelatath coloring? I mean, it's not fully Zelatath because it would have more of the blue as well, but it's alright. Like, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I'm worried about Shaman, because I just said that they get, like, really shitty outfits. Ugh. It's almost feeling like it's hunter territory. Like, here we're wearing the animal, and here's a... I mean, if I looked at this straight away and I had to guess what class we're dealing with, I wouldn't be saying Shaman. I'd be saying Hunter. In fact, Hunters should have gotten this, and the other set probably would have been better for the Shaman. So, I feel like they've just kind of mixed and matched who should have gotten what. It's not bad for a Raid Finder coloring, though. It looks really nice. I probably would put that on my Shaman, because it does look very nice color-wise. But just, yeah, I'm a bit lost by the animal on the forehead. I know that they commune with the animals and the spirits, but, like, yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of giving me, like, Frost Ridge or whatever that place is in Draenor, the orc snowy place. Heroic is just giving me Mr. Pandaria or Shadowlands. Mythic's okay. I think I actually really like the Raid Finder coloring the most. I think that kind of gives me Shaman out of the four of them. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Mages. Ugh. I'm actually not ready for the mage. Ooh, okay. No, I take that back. Oh. Other than the color being an eyesore, the design is kind of cool. I like that it's a wizard hat with a bit of plumage to it. And feathery. They've had feathery shoulders in recent times multiple times. I don't know why they keep giving mages feathery things. Like, it doesn't really scream mage. But no, the actual outfit looks alright. I actually don't hate this, surprisingly. That color scheme's kind of trippy. Very, like, eye-catching. It's a little bit on the Xalatath side, which I'm surprised that's not the Mythic, but that's alright. What's the Mythic? Oh, Jesus. I don't know if I'm ready for Mythic. Oh, really? I think that should have been the other way around. I think that should have been the Heroic, and that goes the Mythic. Only because of the sort of Xalatath coded colouring, but yeah, it's fine. Like, it's not going to make me go angry that I got this for my mage. I probably wouldn't transmog into it, but yeah. Warlocks have generally been pretty well favoured in terms of style. Ooh, what the hell's going on here? Alright, so we have horns, which is not always common for a warlock headpiece. We've got like a weird portal in their faces, which is interesting. The traditional sort of Eye of Kilrog style, that's fine. In very many places. Like, we get it. You want the eye motif. Some cool little runes. That's actually a very interesting takeaway for a warlock set. I'm not used to them looking like this. Okay. The green is nice, but I don't love the combination. That's alright. I'd probably end up just using the Raid Finder if I was going to use it. This one's a bit strange. Like, I like the flaming face part. The horns could have been a bit different, but anyway. Again, I'm not designing this myself, so I'm not exactly going to be able to complain too much. And the book flaming is... I like that. I really do like that style. I'm guessing that's going to be part of the leg piece. Yeah, the Tome of Madness. Oh, that's the waist. Okay, so that's actually part of the belt. Okay, that's cool. Because even if I could just get the belt off that, that would be really nice. The heroic belt. And then the mythic. Sometimes... Oh, okay. That's very much giving, like, Dimensius Void Lord, which is probably the intention. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I do like that. Although I can notice there's like a greenish tinge that's coming out, which is a bit strange. I sometimes like to mix and match certain pieces of the full set. So like if I have the Raid Finder, I might find that I actually prefer the color scheme of one of the pieces, that I'll swap it for like the normal version when I'm doing a transmog. So I might end up doing that if I end up with this set for my Warlock. But alright, let's go Monk. They're usually always very similar. Yeah, that's okay. Almost could have passed for a rogue set, if I'm honest. Ooh. Yeah, no, that looks... I'm not a fan. I wouldn't say it's their worst that they've ever had, considering they've only been in the game since Pandaria. Yeah, it's not my favourite, but I kind of get what they're going for. Like, almost like a defensive monk. That color scheme's quite nice. I do actually like that. It's very Mortal Kombat. It's giving me like, you know, new challenger in Mortal Kombat or something. I'd probably put this on my monk if I was going to put anything on. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. The fiery part of the swirly parts are nice, but the base color is a bit bland for a heroic set. I mean... The swirlies are cool, and at least the colours are somewhat simpatico, but I'm not, like, gagging for it by any means. Alright, Druid. These can be hit and miss, and my Druid, it's always hit and miss because it's a Worgen Druid. Oh my god, what have they done to you, Druids? Wow, they've gone full cultural appropriation with this one. Yeah? Interesting that you get like a bit of midriff, but you also then like, it's like a tattoo that's put on your character for the outfit. Because that doesn't look like it's supposed to be fabric. So it's almost like you get free body marks for it. And your belly button exposed. I don't know how that will look for my... It does look like a hunter set. If we're going for what hunters have kind of been thrown... Other classes got more hunter stuff than the actual hunters got. And it's for the Mother Eagle, so that makes sense. Even a shaman, I could have expected to get this at some point. I mean, it does kind of work with Druid, you know, conversing with the animals. Oh, this has gone very, very, like, Native American Indians. Okay. I don't like the heroic colouring. I really don't like it. And your body tattoo changes to that, like, sort of puke green. Yeah. I'm just scared what it's going to look like. Can I view it on a different race? Does it let me do that here? Target model. Who can I target? Is there any Worgans nearby? How does it work? Target model? No. I think you need to find a target that can actually be put in that gear. Let's just see if that works. Who's this? So that's a human, so that's not going to help us. Any non-humans? Dwarf. Oh, you can't... Oh, what the hell? Ah, right. And then you've got to do the... Oh. Why is it not applying it? How do you do that? Undress. I just don't know how you put the actual gear on though. Ah, there we go. I just want to see it on a Worgen though. I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of cool. What's the chances I'm going to find a Worgen just running around here? Oh my god, Drakthea. Let's see how little gear you can see on it. But then again, they can't be druids, so that doesn't help us either. Human. I'm not going to do this all night. I just was quickly going to see if I could find myself a Worgen. I don't find them as common in the sort of open areas like this. Because my main druid is a Worgen. And obviously you're only in the human form outside of combat. I really wish they could set that you kind of permanently are or aren't in that form, regardless of what your choices are, what the game would want you to do. Because they've obviously got the animations for the humanoid figure instead. Use a bow in business. Alright, I'm going to abandon this exercise now because I really can't bother trying to find an appropriate character. And the mythic. Yeah, no, not really. I know, like... Okay, well, we're just going to ignore Druid then, because that's just dreadful. Alright, Demon Hunter, again, very, very usual, like a DK or whatever. You usually get a very predictable looking set. And this is kind of no exception to that, but I kind of like it. It's once again, we're wearing the skull of a demon, because, you know, Demon Hunters always do that. Shoulders are kind of giving me like a fell Tusks of Manaroth vibe. I'm wondering if that's their intention. What's Charhound's Horn Guards? Okay. I do like the flaming gloves and the flaming boots. They're kind of cool. And they've already gone with the fell green as a first point, so I wonder how this is going to evolve into the other sets. Oh, yuck. Since when would a demon have that coloring? Okay, well I definitely would be going the Raid Finder instead of the normal. Flaming looks pretty cool. That, again, makes sense for a demon compared to the other one. Alright. I mean, yeah. Again, I could see that being a bit more demon-like or void-like. It's not the worst, not the best. But that's kind of cool. Alright. And then, we're not going to really see much for the Evoker. Oh, actually, we'd see the humanoid form. I mean, it looks more like fish creature than dragon in the headpiece, and it's giving gills or fins in the arms. I love how they're calling it an immaculate design. Yeah, I mean, it's an outfit. Looks bird-like again. We've gone with the bird theme for a few different classes. Mages, bloody druids, now evokers. At least you get some bloody void or elemental sort of magic in this one. But yeah, it's fine. I don't play my evoker for transmog, so I don't really pay attention to what it's wearing. It's a set, I rate it. Set at the... Hang on. It's a set, I rate it. Set the set of some time. I'm so confused by that message, but I'll take it. Okay, I'm getting out of that because that's, yeah, I kind of, my curiosity has now been satisfied. Not always for a good thing. So now we can actually progress with the story plot. Set out of set. Alright.
You want us to abandon our hunt for Zalatath?
Oh, that's right.
Dimensius the All-Devouring is being revived by the Shadow Guard. I need your help.
Set out of set. I rate it as just, it's a set they can wear. Like, that's how I'm rating it. It's clothing they can wear. That's how I'm rating it. So yes, we are at the story plot where Illyria is constantly just tunnel vision, wanting to kill her main enemy, Zalatath. Because Zalatath has been very much antagonizing her every step of the way. And for those that are not as familiar with the more recent events and names of characters, Zalatath was the Blade. Actually, I have her in my inventory. She was previously the Blade, well, one of her forms. She was in Legion, the Blade of the Black Empire, which was the Shadow Priest dagger that they got as their artifact weapon in shadow form. And she looked like this. Well, that's one of the forms. I think I've changed it at some point. Yeah, I've changed the visual a little bit, but either way, it was like a blade that had an eye that moved. Very Ny'alotha, very N'Zoth style. And Zalatath, as you'll find out through doing like story plot and lore walking, spoiler alert for those that don't know, not that it's a big spoiler, but like you get to find out how Zalatath became what they were before, how they got to the blade, and then the story of the blade continued from Legion. So Legion, the weapon fell into the Shadow Priest's hands, and Zalatath would be very seductive and be very like void / old god whispers at you, like really, you know, enticed by your kills and telling you how you make such a great team and being very complimentary and whatever. And then through Battle for Azeroth, Zalatath concocts a plan to be removed from the blade by pairing up with your player character. And at that point, you can be any character. You don't just have to be a Shadow Priest. But it was really cool because they actually added flavor text if you played as a Shadow Priest, which I did. Or, sorry, if you played as a priest who had the blade before, she actually like makes comments about how you were her favorite wielder because the blade had been held by many warriors in the past or many priests and stuff. And so she actually would say things like, you know, out of all the people who wielded me, you're my favorite and things like that. So you'd get that flavor text for like a reward for having played as a priest. And yeah, so she basically cons you into a process to free her of the blade. And you end up giving her, it's basically an elf that you kill, a void elf. And then she takes the form of that void elf in Battle for Azeroth. So that's kind of how that happens. And then she makes a deal with N'Zoth to be able to keep the blade or something like that. I can't remember. Or no, I think she gives up the blade, but she wants her power, some power back, whatever. And she disappears into a portal, and you don't see her again. Like, she's kind of gone then. And then the blade kind of just takes another form of being used as part of the conflict against with Sylvanas and going into Nazjatar and all this other stuff that happens. And then Zalatath rears her head back in this expansion. So she's very much on the offensive from the get-go. You know, we don't see her or hear from her in Shadowlands. There's going to be a character that we see in this story plot coming up that was from Shadowlands that quite a lot of fans of the game liked. I'm not going to spoil it if you're not familiar. We'll get there when we get there. But so yeah, Zalatath's kind of been the big bad. She's been kind of orchestrating things. Actually, sorry, we saw her in snippets in Dragonflight, if memory serves. Again, not going to spoil it too heavily for those that might still be playing, i.e. Eva. But I'm pretty sure she pops up at some point. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played through Dragonflight properly. But yeah, this expansion, she's well and truly like orchestrating things. Like she's very much pulling the strings. And Illyria has been at her neck, like neck and neck. They've been like back and forth. And one will kind of outdo the other in any given skirmish. And it's kind of a back and forth between who's kind of in the lead about the battles. And it's funny because Xalatath is obviously fearful of Illyria. She likes Illyria because Illyria has a touch of the void, because she's what's it called? She's a void elf, so she uses her husband's influence of the light to temper her, but she's trying not to give in fully to the void, so she's got like this constant battle of how she's trying to win that. And that's been a part of the books and like, you know, the game plot as well, to the point where she couldn't even touch her husband without like hurting him, or vice versa, because like their powers were kind of counteracting each other. That was really interesting in one of the books, or one of the novellas, or whatever it was. Which is also interesting because they've got a son, Arator, who they basically left behind when they disappeared into the Dark Portal when he was a baby. And then decades later, they come back as these venerated heroes of their factions, you know, fighting the Burning Legion for thousands of years in their timeline, and their kid's like now an adult. And he now doesn't really have... He's got a relationship with his parents, but like it's very strained. Especially Illyria, because Turalian, the husband / father, he can be really close to his son because, you know, he's all with the light and all these things. Whereas Illyria keeps pulling herself away from her family. And that was also something I read in one of the sort of short stories that came out. So Midnight is going to likely be a reforming of their family unit again, because like she's been very distant. But yeah, you can see her with her new, or her recent sort of transmog. She looks pretty cool. And my character is as close to her outfit as possible without the void bow. I'm using her legendary weapon, Thorindal, which I only just discovered yesterday, which it took me however many years of playing WoW to figure it out. I didn't realize that Thorindal was actually her bow for a long time, because it's the bow of the Ranger General, and she took it even though she didn't become the Ranger General. Sylvanas took that title because Illyria gave it away. And that's how Sylvanas got murdered by Arthas, because she was leading the charge and all that fun stuff. But what I find fascinating is Xalatath is actually kind of allured by Illyria because she's hoping that maybe Illyria will let the Void take over. But she's actually very, very anti-Sylvanas, because Sylvanas wields death powers, or at least up until now, she's been a fragment of death, or a speaker of death, if you will. And death magic seems to very much counteract against void magic. So Xalatath's always been a bit weary of Sylvanas. So that's how I'm wondering the next sort of expansion's going to go. Like, will Sylvanas be brought in to be like, you know, champion of the death? I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on.
We forestall extinction.
I'm glad you're here, as I will need your help as well as Illyria's. Ooh, we get a movie. Let's watch it.
After so long, Master, it is time. The Harbinger's failure has opened the way. The vast power she placed within this dark heart will give you new life. So come, Lord Demencius, come feast upon this universe. Let your darkness reign forevermore.
We've all heard it, old friend. The voice of our greatest fear.
Demencius is rising, Venari. And should he assume his full power,
He will devour all that exists.
just as he did to our beloved homeworld, Koresh.
hadn't actually watched that. So, just as a quick summary for anybody watching this back or those who don't know. Yeah, true, actually. So basically, super quick lore run through on that. So Locust Walker here, he is kind of like...
fight continues.
He effectively right now is the leader of the Void Elves, or those who toy with the Void, because he was like one of the earlier sort of Void elements. He has kind of been a mentor. He has been a mentor to Illyria for a while now, especially as she has taken in the Void as a power of hers. He's become her kind of mentor, or he has been her mentor, and she's kind of relinquished the leadership of the Void Elves to him because she doesn't want to be a leader. She just kind of wants to be on the battlefield and get into it. So the item that the ethereal dude was holding was called the Dark Heart, and that came into play in Dragonflight. That was a weapon that one of the villains, Eridicron, was wielding, and Xalatath was helping him get it, or vice versa. She then had it. I think she steals it at some point, if memory serves. And then at the start of this expansion, she was using it to fuel a big attack that she was doing, blah, blah, blah. And Illyria managed to damage the Dark Heart as part of a battle. And instead of being able to get it for ourselves, this ethereal dude opened up a portal and pulled it in and stole it from us, or how I remember it. So basically, that group of people, I think that's the Nexus, one of the Nexus princes. There is a whole audio novella that you can listen to on YouTube that Warcraft just released in the last week or two. It's actually really good to listen to, and it's basically Illyria learning the story of how Locust Walker's planet got destroyed. He goes through it. He only tells his version of the story, but you get to hear it at least from start to finish, and he explains like the group of people that he banded with before that all happened, and Illyria's learning that from him because he's trying to give her a lesson on stuff, and she learns something about him in the process, which I think we're going to probably hear in this gameplay anyway. And he was talking to in the flashback or the cutscene, Locust Walker was talking to Venari, and Venari is that character I was talking about that was in Shadowlands. She was a mysterious entity, like an ethereal style entity in the Shadowlands. She was in the Maw, and she was hiding out near the Torghast entrance, or the portal, and she would basically give you missions to kind of navigate the Maw, and you would build up a reputation with her as like a broker, which is the name of like a faction that she was part of. She's also from Locust Walker's home planet, or home world, Koresh. She was actually like a spy, as you'll find out through the audio novellas that they've got. She was effectively a spy for a network of intelligent sort of council members, and he and her had interactions before their planet got destroyed. So her coming back into the story plot is really cool, because I really love the voice actress. She's done a lot of games. I can't remember her name, but she's a Middle Eastern voice actress, and she's awesome. So Venari will be back from what we can see. And the bad ethereals, they've got a name for them. I can't remember what they're called, but the bad ethereals, which are in the cutscene, they are aiming to re-raise Dimensius, who is the all-devouring. He is basically a large void god, or a void thing, void lord, or even beyond that, whatever his power level is. And he is the reason why their home world got destroyed. He basically devoured the bulk of it, and they kept a pocket of it alive, with a lot of risk and a lot of damage to their people, which is why they look like the way they do, with all the elemental, power flowing through them, because they all originally had flesh. But through Locust Walker's actions to save them all back in the day, it actually basically stripped their flesh away as an arcane sort of protection. It was a really weird story, but cool story. It's really fun to listen to because the voice actor of Locust Walker is actually narrating it. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, let's continue.
Dimensius must be stopped.
So, Shadowy Invitation. A Shadow Guard will stop at the Shadow Guard. So that must be what the bad ethereals are calling themselves now. And they are made up of like Nexus Princes, and we've dealt with some of them in Burning Crusade, and a few other places. But they'll stop at nothing to revive the Void Lord. There we go, Void Lord Dimensius, and we should be concerned. My home was sundered by the monster. It is no mystery on how things will end if it is not stopped. However, I've been working on a plan, which means it could be dangerous, a contingency really, and now it's time to put it into motion. Cool. And as I said before, if we finish this quest chain, we get a campsite that we can use, which would be awesome.
We do what we must.
Alright, return to the Veiled Market. For those that played Shadowlands, you may be familiar with the location Tazavesh. It was a large dungeon, if memory serves. I never actually did it. I should have done it in the day, but I never did. But it is now returning as a hub that we can use in Koresh.
Survival is our utmost
I have been retained by the
priority.
Koresh Trust, which will be a faction we deal with, a coalition of both broker, so i.e. Venari, and ethereal cartels who seek to reclaim Koresh. The Trust is in desperate need of one of your skills. The Shadow Guard assaults our city and threatens the world as the Eco Dome project. Please accompany me. Okay. So we're basically going to go and try and save this pocket of Koresh that has been maintained all this time.
Stopping Dimensius and defending Tazavesh.
Look at us, three void
Brokers are
entities.
from Koresh?
The all-devouring's attack left us refugees. The Shadowlands demanded stronger containment suits than our rats.
Hang on, that's interesting. So the brokers are from Koresh, we know that. The all-devouring attacks left us as refugees, which makes sense. The Shadowlands demanded stronger containment suits than our rats. Okay. Doesn't really explain the question that Illyria asked, but okay. It's very pretty, this whole zone, from what I've seen in snippets and videos and stuff. Ooh. I look at my character. See, I wanted a good transmog. Yeah, I never actually saw Tazavesh. I never did it as a
Time
playthrough.
grows short. Dimensius, the all-devouring, stirs.
How? Dimensius was slain in the Netherstorm, along with Nexus King Salhadar.
Like the Koreshi people, the all-devouring was merely shattered.
I love how my
and
character's
dispersed.
just like subtly
On
moving
every
away.
world the Shadow Guard assaulted, they searched for fragments of their master. I have a new ally who revealed the Shadow Guard's methods and treacheries to me. Come, we are on the hunt.
Penumbra, what are you? Oh my godding. I find I really find what's it called? I really do like. Oh no. Oh no, he didn't though. He was just yeah. I mean, look, they've got to find a way to make it relevant again. I do appreciate that they've at least given us a good villain in this, because Dimensius, even if he's just been recombined and whatever, the concept is really good, and the way that you're going to fight him in that final raid is going to look really amazing, from what I understand. I can fuck with it. I'm pretty okay with it. Like, for all the things that they've done very lazily, this I can handle. But I really like Illyria's bloody transmog. I really need to find a way to replicate that perfectly. They didn't though. Dimensius had a fitting and climactic end, and well, he's gonna get another one. But look, I mean, I guess they're kind of giving it the same kind of retcon or the cosmology concept as like when demons get destroyed, they go back to the Twisting Nether. I guess they're kind of making it that Void Lords can be reconstructed. I'm not against it. You know, like I said, if demons can reappear in the Twisting Nether, then like I get it. It was an elite quest that needed a proper dungeon group, and you had the assistance of like 10 NPCs. Yeah, no, I do remember. But I guess, to be honest, I'd rather it be a known. Didn't they retcon that as well as Argus? Well, I think they retconned it in the way that, like, the cosmology changed through the actions of different enemies. Like, certain things change to make it change. But I could be wrong. But no, I think with the Dimensius thing, like, I kind of don't mind it being a villain re-brought back. Like, I'd rather that than then bring in a whole different type of devouring lord that is the same as Dimensius but different. Like, it kind of makes sense to the story and the fact that it's like an old enemy that's come back, because it makes sense why Locust Walker would be like fear of God that this creature is going to be brought back, because he's already done the damage he's done to their world. What could he do next? So I'm willing to go with it. Like, it's actually something I can accept because it does make the fear tangible. Because if it was just a new Void Lord, they'd go, oh, what does this one do? And then they'd find out, fuck around and find out. So yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm kind of just choosing to ignore the retconning aspect. And yeah, I'm just going to give it an open mind in this case.
We forestall extinction.
Alright, welcome to Tazavesh. Well, it actually is a welcome for me because I've never been here before. We have much to discuss. Your assistance is crucial as always. And now we've unlocked a class, a faction.
Are the assistance you promised, Lucas Walker?
Oh men, I assume these creatures are the assistants you promised. And this faction is called the Koresh Trust. Sorry. So what do we unlock? We can unlock quests. What's the final title? Of the Twilight Star. Oh, I like that as a title. That's kind of a nice title to get. I'll stop discussing lore again. Sorry, broke a promise not to go there. No. Hey, you can talk lore anytime you want, man. I appreciate the conversation. All I'm saying with the I'm willing to accept it or I'm choosing to accept it is I kind of feel like the in this one, for my gameplay, I feel like it's kind of the lesser of the evils of what could have been done. I feel like of the potential lazy retcons they could have done, or the lazy sort of rehashes they could have done, I actually feel like this is the least problematic. Yeah, fair call. And hey, if you need to do it for your own benefit, by all means, pull back. But if you feel like just chatting about it, I'm always down. You know I am. So, but yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. Especially if you are someone that played it properly when it was a thing. I get it. It'd be kind of like if they retconned it and made it that Arthas was actually a good guy all this time and now he's working with us. I'd be pissed. I'd be very pissed at that because Arthas was very much my mainline time frame. Like in Shadowlands when we were dealing with some of the aspects of like his soul and stuff like that, if it had have turned around he was just a misguided paladin and now he wants a redemption and forgiveness, I would have been like, I'm dropping the game. Like, fuck. Maybe not dropping the game, but I would have put it down for a long time. So yeah, I can get where lore retcons can piss people off. But yeah, like I said, in this one, I think I can get by it, personally. And what's the title for the Maniforged Vandals that you get? Oh, you don't get a title. That's just rude. Oh, but you do get an option to teleport to the Maniforge anytime you want. That's kind of cool. Oh, no, you do get a title. Star Savior. Well, that one's okay. I don't mind that one as much. I feel like that particular faction is going to be more specific to the raid or the raid endeavor. That's okay. Alright, let's see.
Does this affect the schedule?
Locust Walker has brought into the trust... was brought into the trust, so this is the name of the faction, to handle such a violent crisis of the void. He says you're some kind of hero or champion. Good. We are in need of such a thing. Tazavesh is under threat from the void, the Shadow Guard. They threaten the work of the trust and my reputation as an administrator. And it's funny because like Locust Walker, especially through the novella that you can listen to on YouTube or wherever else they play it, he was very much the guy that they kept calling back for help every time. He used to be like a council member, and at first he was kind of shunned for radical experiments that he was trying to figure out how to fix things. But then secretly they actually wanted him to keep going with the experiments and figuring things out. And so he kind of became like the savior of his people at the time, because they were like, you're the one that has the answers. but then he's kind of, it's not really a spoiler to say it, but he's kind of, his actions, like I said, they might have saved them, but there was a cost. Like, their flesh and blood, like, kind of was replaced by arcane energy and all this else. So that's why all the ethereals don't have a physical form other than the bandaged, you know, bodies and stuff, because of what the retcon story plot was that he's kind of brought into it. Alright, so we've got to assist several people, but I'm going to listen to this random thing.
I delegate solving these problems to you.
Oh, here we go. He's going to make me solve the problems, but let's say
Zalatath
while
is out there.
Oh,
And we do chores?
Zalatath is out there. We do chores.
We must pay the bureaucratic tax if we want free run of the city.
Illyria is so one-track minded. Even in the audio novellas, like, she was very much like a, why am I doing this useless like hunt? Why am I not going after Zalatath? And he's just like, everything has a purpose. Like, for a mentor-student relationship, she's very much one-minded about what she wants.
Will more flesh creatures from off-world be arriving to aid the Trust? Never mind. I'll find the appropriate forms. Best to plan for chaos. Or worse, the Maw Walker to return.
Who are the Trust?
They are a coalition of cartels. Ba, Zai, Zo, and Om, as well as ethereals from the consortium.
Oh, the consortium, that's right.
Tazavesh was acquired by the Trust's founder to act as a supply port and recreation center for the revitalized Project Ecodome.
Our eco-domes are threatened by both the Shadow Guard and the barbarian wastelanders. It is more than Cartel Zo's security can manage. The founder believes that the sinister Ravel sorcerer Locust Walker can solve this crisis. I am skeptical. The only progress I have noticed is the increase of paperwork on my desk.
My student, Valeria Windrunner, and Azeroth's champion have my full support. I have the founders. I suggest you give them yours.
Bit of bitchiness.
Very well. I have approved your entry. You have complete access to the city. No need to sneak in or cause trouble.
So what I find interesting about that conversation, so this O-Men character, probably from the Om cartel, based on the way they named their members, so he's basically saying he needs your help and everything, but he's asking if there's going to be additional flesh creatures to come and help out. And then he says, yeah, I'll find the appropriate forms. Best to plan for chaos, or worse, the Maw Walker to return. I'm assuming he means me, because I was the character that was established as the Maw Walker. But anyway. And then he refers to the fact that the founder of the city now, whoever runs the city at the moment, they believe that the Ravel sorcerer, Locust Walker, because back in his early days before before Koresh got destroyed, he was called Void Sorcerer as a negative term, because he was actually supposed to be doing another kind of project or another vow that he was supposed to be achieving, but he was tampering with void energies to figure out what to do, and so people would negatively call him the term Void Sorcerer, which was actually supposed to be an insult. So I find it interesting that they've called him Ravel Sorcerer. But anyway, cool. So now I've got to do some chores to kind of buy my place here. And then, yeah, I guess we kind of see what happens there. And I also wonder who the mysterious founder is. I don't know if you're supposed to find that out or not, but anyway. So who we got? We got
I need help. Arcane manifestations are out of control.
Arcane manifestations, and
This must be the new specialist. Help me first.
they want me to help first. So what this patch, for those that don't know, this patch is going to include a sort of, not a mini game, but like a separate component where you are tasked with rebuilding like an ecodome. So you're going to basically, I'm going to assume you have to farm creatures and stuff to build up the flora and the fauna of their ecodome. So that'd be kind of like a distraction for people who don't necessarily want to play like the main PvE elements. Otherwise, they can just kind of almost play Pokemon or whatever the method is. I don't know what the method of capture is. And I don't know if you can just do any old creatures or if they have to be specific ones, but anyway, guess we'll find out.
A deal is
All
just another kind of oath.
Somehow, an artifact in the menagerie has broken open, unleashing a swarm of furious arcane creatures. They're wreaking havoc, and havoc is bad for the project, which is the Ecodome. I need someone capable of getting the situation under control with no questions asked. If you can get down there to clear your way through the creatures and seal the artifact, I will make them worth your while. So I gotta kill some creatures and seal an artifact. Okay.
May you succeed
And we
in
get
your
a neck
endeavors.
piece. And then the other one, I am Takar, supplier of rare creatures destined to repopulate my homeland. There we go. At least I was until some of them escaped their translocation cages. This cannot stand. These creatures are vital. If you could assist me with capturing them, I'd be quite appreciative. Engage them in combat and subdue them. Ugh, I always hate quests like that. At least I won't kill them straight away. The capture device I've provided will automatically translocate them back to my care once they are on the verge of defeat. Okay, so we understand what we've got to do there.
Someone sabotaged the enclosures through that portal.
Alright, so is that who we got to go to? Is that it for the first? Oh no, he's got another quest.
Speak your mind.
What? He's showing up as having another quest. But
The
he does
Shadow
not have
God
another
dogs
quest.
will not deter us.
That's bizarre. I think that's a bug. Okay. Anyway, let's just move on. Yeah, I've accepted it. Oh. Did it accept? It doesn't look like it's accepted. Maybe I was too close to him when I did the quest pickup.
Let us exchange words. Yes.
That's weird. I
help
can't
you?
accept the quest. Alright, we found our first bug. Let me just do a reload. You're not cross about the Frost DK rework though. Don't have to use Death and DK anymore. Oh! Okay. I'll have to have a look at that when I play my DK next. My DK is sadly, other than the push to get it to 80 quickly, I didn't really do much with it otherwise, other than collecting tier gear. So I might have to play around with that a little bit more in the next one. Alright, so we load this. With any luck, it'll let me pick up the quest now.
So this is what has become of Koresh.
It says completed, but I haven't completed it.
Mencius must not.
Alright, let's
be
complete the first guy's quest and then see what happens, because, I don't know, maybe...
Wealth can solve any problem.
It says I've completed it for my
Always a pleasure.
warband, but I have not. Alright, let's see
We
if it's
have
actually
worked
in my
too
quest
long
list,
to
because maybe it's just there and I haven't noticed it. Nah. Alright, you know what, we'll just see how we go. If I can't do the quest, I can't do the quest. And then maybe they'll hotfix it tonight. I dare say there'll be like a patch fix tonight, because, yeah, you can't have that happening.
No! The barrier projectors! You, come here! I need competent assistance.
Alright.
At last, we return to Koresh.
This is not, and this is from Bavur. This is not a good day, not at all. My whole shipment of barrier protections was ransacked. Most of them are gone, and it seems whatever the culprits didn't take, they destroyed. These barrier protectors are essential for securing the wild places on Koresh, and even the city of Tazavesh. Our efforts are in jeopardy. Please, if you can find any of my shipments, it would get our efforts back on track. Okay. And we get a shoulder piece out of that. Ooh. Hence all the world gear that we'll be
Go
getting.
to see
Okay.
our ethereal
That's
king.
fine, we can do that. So, yeah, I guess the whole point of this is we're helping each of the different factions of the cartels, because Zai, Bar, Tar, and Om are all giving us quests, so yeah, that makes sense. Now, let's see if I can, like, stay alive killing these mobs. With my new Shadow Priest set, what's it called, talents. Cool. If I want speed runs, I usually play on my Paladin, but I thought I'll take this slowly this time. We'll do this gradual. Where's my shadow crash and why is it not working? have one. Why is Shadow Crash not working? Do I not have it as a spell anymore? Spellbook, spellbook, spellbook. Shadow Crash, where is it? Oh, am I in combat still? Oh, that doesn't go well. Why am I in combat? Oh, I killed everything. He obviously exploded into multiple and I didn't realize. Alright, now I can go back in. I was going to say, don't tell me there's any more. Okay, I mustn't have Shadow Crash anymore as a talent. Where do I have to turn that on? Oh, it is a talent now. Oh, what the fuck? That's just fucking rude. What? Hurl a... Okay, so now it's like one of two options. What the fuck? Hurl a bolt of slow-moving shadow energy at your target, dealing that much damage and employing vampiric touch, or aim a bolt of energy dealing... So, it's... Hang on a second, I'm just getting a weird sound in my house and I don't know what that is. It's like it's the same spell, but I can't tell. It's like they haven't updated it or not. Okay, well, we'll just apply the changes. I'm going to be back in a sec. I just heard like really weird noises. I don't know if my cat's just throwing things around or what he's doing, but I just need to investigate. I'll be back. Okay, we are back, but under strange circumstances. There have been some very bizarre things going on in the house. I have this weird phenomenon happening since the last couple of days where, like, all the water services, or all the drains of my house must all be connected to one reservoir or something, because things are now not draining the way they should, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh, God. Adulting is fun and painful all at once. So now I'm dealing with a toilet that's half flushing, like not flushing as fast as it should. Then the shower, like the sink is now bringing up random, like, dirt. I don't have time and energy for this stuff. As long as I can have a shower in the morning, I don't care. Oh, Jesus, here they come. Penumbra, I see you said biggest rip. Was that because I was getting, like, destroyed while I was away? Even though you couldn't see the screen? I know, and you couldn't even see it, you just hear it happening. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I forgot that I'd left myself in a place to get destroyed, but that's okay. It's fine. At least it was a death while I was away and not me being reckless in my gameplay. Because at first I thought the cat was, like, throwing things, because it sounded like almost like metal being thrown. I thought, oh no, has he tipped his water bowl in protest again? Because he does that. And then it was more like a bubbling sound. I'm in the kitchen going, why am I hearing a bubbling sound? And then I realized, yeah, my sink was suddenly bringing up dirt in the bathroom. And then I tried to flush one of the toilets because I'd known that this problem was happening before. And then the toilet's like filled up with water and then draining like at a half rate. I'm like, what the fuck? Because the other day I had a big trauma with it, like one of my toilets flooded, not flooded, like it stopped at the rim, but like it was filling and then not draining like it normally would, and I thought I'd clogged it, which obviously I hadn't, because this is now an ongoing problem. So I was dealing with that kind of a problem, and then I was like, oh, geez Louise. And nothing worse than when you got like a toilet clog from legitimate clogs. This wasn't actually a legitimate clog, but it was still a painful process trying to figure it out. Spent hours back and forth trying to like try different solutions. I tried like a bit of like dish soap. I tried to try and hope to like speed the clog up, which again, now that I realize it wasn't actually a legitimate clog, I'm trying bloody the drain cleaners for the sinks. Or the drain dissolvers. I was trying bloody oh my god, I'm taking a lot of damage very quickly in this place. I'm feeling very undergeared. And then yeah, I even tried a plunger at one point because I thought maybe that was the problem. Oh, I went through it all. Even used the baking soda tool trick. I didn't have vinegar, but I thought baking soda on its own might be alright. And then I realized it wasn't me after all. That new change to my spell is kind of cool for Void Torrent. Alright. I mean, the ethereals shouldn't be surprised when something goes out of the fritz that suddenly all your creatures just start attacking and things. Like, it's kind of what you get for trying to collect them all, but, you know, that's just me. So we've got to get 2 more parts and then see if I can actually collect that other quest once I hand in one of them. means I can't do the other bloody quest. Now I can't fly yet. Oh, I can fly! Wow! I'm surprised they've given you flight that quickly. I mean, I know it's only for Tazavesh, but still. I'm surprised they actually let you fly this early.
We have toiled
I half
endlessly
expected
for
one of
this
those
end.
time-gated whole, like, yeah, you can fly around in like 4 weeks
The trust
situations.
will save us.
Yay, and now we got a new item, which has already replaced my gear. Wow, isn't that sad? Like, green gear just replacing your tier set from the previous thingo. That's okay. That's how it happens. Why am I not using that? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna get replaced in all of a few minutes anyway. Might as well sell it if I'm not gonna be able to use it.
I have many, many wares.
Goodbye.
May your feet find good trails.
Alright. Let's see now. That's why I haven't touched my level 80 yet. Yeah, pretty much.
Do you wish to trade?
Cool.
Your patronage is quite
Can we
appreciated.
get that quest now?
There
I
remains
can't even
much to
abandon
do.
it. That's the problem though. Like,
You have my attention.
it's not like it gives me an abandon option.
Spend your time wisely.
Um,
So this is what has
I'm
become
gonna
of
search the
Gersh.
quest Beasts Unbound and see if there's a way around it. Wow, Beasts Unbound. It must be because it's already something I can search. Bugged quest. Here we go. Let's see what people have to say. They relogged, shut down all add-ons, and the quest finally showed up. Alright, some people logged
We
out
have
and it
worked
works,
too long
so let's
to fail
try
now.
the 59 DK gets gear then keeps it. Yeah, fair. Alright, we're gonna log out and log back in and see if that makes a difference in this instance. I wish this was a sanctuary so I could just log out instantly, but that's alright. So yeah, we'll see if that makes a difference. Because like I said, it's showing like I've accepted it, but it's just not letting me actually accept it properly or to abandon it because it's not officially a quest I've got. But I can't proceed until I save or help all the people that need help. So that's a pain in the ass. We are the beta testers, aren't we? Well, I do wonder how many they actually do get testing it properly, and how many of their testers actually report the bugs. Because, like, I used to beta test. I would do the beta tests when it was the full expansion coming up. I wouldn't do it for new patches. Like, I don't play PTR for just patch updates and stuff. But I used to play it for, like, if the new expansion beta was starting, I would do that. I don't think I've ever done alpha. I think I've only ever done a beta test. And I would report things straight away. Like, I'd be very good at reporting bugs and things, but yeah,
You have my attention.
abandon my quest, motherfucker.
There remains much to do.
Oh no, it's there now. Okay, cool. So it is now a quest in my list. Jesus Christ. Okay. So... oh. So I can go through that. Oh, okay. Well, at least the quest actually worked in the end. Now, he said something about how they will automatically get sucked in if I weaken them, so I'm hoping I don't have to press it. No, I don't. Okay. Cool. With any luck. Oh, well, I killed it and it got accepted, so I'm guessing that's okay then? Because I wasn't given an item this time. Normally you get those items that you press when they're about to die, but that's okay. We take it. So heal all that. Oh Jesus! Probably should be what's it called? Shielding up more often than I do. I get very complacent when I'm doing like old world content on this character, and I feel like I don't need to shield. That when I'm actually doing live content, I forget that I should be shielding more often. having one is to use it. And I should be getting heals from my my dots as well. Oh, there we go. I really wish that Disc Priest was still a viable leveling spec like it used to be. It used to not get you fast, like you wouldn't be able to speed run it like a Shadow would, but you could actually viably quest comfortably with a Disc Priest, but I just feel like they're just not viable anymore. They've really made them healer friendly only, like healer only. Because I used to suffer so hard when I played Disc as a leveling spec in the last few expansions. Because Disc was actually my favourite. I played that from like Wrath all the way through. I want a better mount for flying and running around, but oh well, let's change to the Peacock. I think the Peacock is very majestic and fun. Yeah, let's go Peacock.
Let us exchange words.
Alright, so we've done all those, and now we've completed some progress on our Traveler's Log. Yay! We get the next amount of reward next. Cool. Oh, now I gotta go this way. I'm trying to make an effort to read the quest screens as I'm doing this for the first round, because I often don't. I usually just speed through and then I just figure out the story as I'm going. I figured the most important parts of the story come out of speech bubbles or through cutscenes, so I'm like, I can manage, but now I'm actually going to read it. Alright, we've done that.
No bad news, please.
All the problems are solved. At least all the problems that were on my ledger. Okay.
If there are...
These aren't accidents. This is sabotage. The Shadow Guard are already in Tazavesh. Dimensius
Illyria
must stop.
Sehen, have you sensed it? The void lingers in all this. Whoever is pulling the strings is cloaked in shadow, hiding from us. Come, let's seek them out and drag them into the light before they strike. I mean, I can only assume who this is going to be. Investigate the void presence and locate the culprits behind the many troubles in Tazavesh. And we will get a ring. Cool.
Survival is our utmost priority. Do you sense that, Illyria?
Yes. A void presence.
Get to safety, Omen. Champion, with me.
Alright, now I'm going to go listen to Illyria talk. She's probably going to complain about Zalateth, because that's just usually what happens.
This void presence is fresh. It hasn't faded at all.
It's like a giant void turd.
You have found me.
Stay a while in this thing.
Stay. Omen called you a Ravel sorcerer. What did they mean?
During the first war against Dimensius, we Kareshi warred against each other as much as we fought against the Void. I was part of the Ravel, a group of technomancers, cartel leaders, and great thinkers. We focused on unorthodox solutions to the Dimensius problem.
Who warred against you?
King Salhadar rallied the oracles of Karesh to his side. They thought to save the world. They almost doomed it.
Well, that's his version.
We did not know at the time that the king had given an oath to the All-Devouring.
So his hunt in Outland for Dimensius was just a ruse?
A ploy. He radicalized those in the Ethereum, seeking out the fragments of Dimensius for later conscription. The death of Salhadar did not end the ascendancy of the Shadow Guard, as many in the Consortium had hoped.
How can we win this fight?
We must find a way to bring a fighting force to the Shadow Guard's Mana Forge. We must prevent the All-Devouring's return. If Dimensius should emerge fully formed, I know of nothing on this world capable of stopping him.
I mean, I guess it's interesting as well because Illyria was a part of the Dark Portal, like the Outland sort of world for so long before we kind of came back. Or actually, yeah, she would have been. I can't remember now because her and that went into the Dark Portal, but like, were they part of Outland or did they end up somewhere else? Anyway, whatever. I'm not going into lore right now because I can't be bothered. All right, let's investigate this presence.
Champion, can you see it? Follow the trail.
Actually, I do want to see quickly if there is a chest where I think there might be a chest. Is it a chest here or is it under the building? Okay. Must be inside buildings or under the ground or something. Or you have to go into the void version or something.
They must be in hiding. On your word, I'll drag them from the shadows. We forestall.
Let's see who's behind this.
I'll drive them into the open. You must deal with them.
I do hate when they run around like that.
My ally warned me that Eldar were already in Tazanesh.
Your ally being Minari, most likely. Who Illyria probably wouldn't know much about because Illyria wouldn't have gone to the Shadowlands ever, if memory serves.
I sense more movement in the shadows. Get ready. Your mysterious ally was correct.
Nizral, the Umbral Blade. That's kind of cool, man. I don't like how he's hitting me though. He can get stuffed on that side.
Well fought. Let us return to Omen and see what more we can uncover.
As if it wasn't the end. Come on. Oh, no, I thought that was an item. It looked like it had a purple tinge to the item. Oh, maybe down here there's something. No. My add-on's just teasing me, telling me that there's treasure when there isn't. How rude. Okay, we shall get out of here. Meow. Sounds like my cat. I've already talked to her, that's fine.
Tell me that you have solved the problem.
The Shadow Guard, of course those void addled fools are behind this. I should have known. Well, you should have.
The secret to management.
Oh.
Menaces, the all-devouring. His return grows ever closer.
Invaders!
They raid our energy to feed their master. Champion, Windrunner, we have a city to save.
I mean, that could be any of the Windrunner sisters. Alright, so, Seal the Shadow.
What has gone wrong now?
No, no, no. The Shadow Guard are ransacking the city and our defenses are crumbling. We even invested in new security golems after the city was last breached, but we haven't had time to activate them. Well, that's a you problem. Wait, I have an idea. The Shadow Guard, some of them must have looted entropic cores that we can use to activate the golems. Please, you must take them down and retrieve the cores. We need to get those golems online to protect our investment. Our city. Oh, and I'll get a weapon out of that. Cool.
I am very busy.
Our fight continues.
Those barrier projectors we recovered, we need them now. Place them at key points to reinforce the city shield and block more portals from forming. Move swiftly, Sahem. This may be our only chance to stop the Shadow Guard from flooding in.
My past, their leader. Where could they be hiding?
Danger.
I fixed the barrier projectors. Set them up. Hurry.
Okay, Bravo, calm down.
Know your time.
Sahen, these people may not be my own, but we cannot stand by while the Shadow Guard cut them down. You and I, we can make a difference. We need to get out there, rescue the civilians, and bring them to safety. The city may be in chaos, but we can still be the shield they need. And I will get an item I don't need out of both of these. Okay.
May your aim never falter.
I do like that regardless of what item you pick, you, oh, she gets a griffin, that's cool. That you get the transmog for all of them. I think that's kind of cool. Let's just do this in order. Alright, so that's something there. Where's the first barrier? Ah, there. Cool. They've made the Shadow Priest spells look very cool at least. I do like the way they look. But I gotta kill 30 of the guards? That's a little bit excessive. Oh, it's a bonus objective. I mean, do I need to do the bonus objective? What do you get for it? Just color stones. Really? What is this? A leveling zone? Why would I do bonus objectives? For 10 Valor stones, like, it's not even like that's a big amount. Like, my character already had 1,000 on me. Like, I don't need an extra 10.
Hurry! This must be Xalatath. She provokes panic to hide her steps, just as she did in Dalaran.
Oh, Illyria, you would think bloody anything was Xalatath. You're so one-track minded. Oh no, I stubbed my toe. It must be Xalatath. She puts objects in your way so you can stub your toe easily. Oh no, I have constipation. It must be Xalatath.
We'll deal with the
She
threat.
has removed the fiber from my diet.
I believe the Shadow Guard worked for Xalatath, despite the goblins' rumors.
Again, like, anything else you want to blame Xalatath for? The sky is green. It must be Xalatath. Exactly. I need to put out 8 barriers. It must be Xalatath.
Hurry! Find shelter! We won't let them harm you. Find cover. We'll
I mean,
deal
it's a
with
nice
the
big
threat.
zone, like a nice big open area. This market. It's pretty cool. I know that the zone is bigger by the fact you can explore and everything, but like this alone is quite a decent size. I just hope when it becomes more of a hub after this part's done, I hope it's easy to find things again, because like I just got used to where everything is in Dornegal.
Go. We'll keep the Shadow Guard at bay.
I love just putting a dot on things and letting other people kill them. So fun. Especially now that we all share kills, like regardless of Horde and Alliance, generally. I think there's still a couple of things that get tagged only by certain players or factions, but generally speaking, it's shared now. Oh shit, I might have just bitten off a little bit more than I could have chewed there. Got a little bit overzealous there, but that's alright, we did it all. Place the projectile.
Maybe Locust Walker is right. Xalatath isn't behind this. She's somewhere scheming.
I love that. Maybe she isn't causing this, but she's also scheming and she's doing bad things still. She's taking a nasty turn and thinking about me while she's doing it. She's making a hate dookie. I'm just wondering if it's worth me killing another 10 or not, because I really don't think I need to.
There is much left to do. Find a path to
They look like they're in good condition. Let's go ahead and move to the next phase. Yes, we've done that already.
Stay alert.
Oh, she wants to give me another quest. The entropic cores we collected will be crucial in our defense. Use the cores to activate the Market Guardians. Yeah, that's fine.
Fine, we must get the Guardians working again. Tazavesh depends on this technomancy for their survival.
Alright, let's go ahead and make some golems. Illyria, the Scourge's returned. Bolvar turned evil. Yeah, but Xalatath's at the shop earlier. She must be up to something. It's very that. It's that very energy. Like you couldn't tell her anything, but she will still think of Xalatath behind it somehow.
These constructs will defend the city. Without soldiers,
Like, don't get me wrong,
Tazavesh
Xalatath
will
does
never
scheme,
defeat the
and
Shadow
she is
God.
behind a few of the big things that have happened. But like, Jesus, it's almost like she'd find a way to blame her for the Burning Legion, and it's like, I don't think she created the Burning Legion. Like, calm down, Illyria.
The Shadow Guard have grown stronger.
She might have known of their presence because Xalatath has been around long enough. Yeah, I mean Xalatath has existed in time before that all probably happened, but like I said, I don't think she's the cause of it. The Burning Legion was part of the Jailer's master plan, which was part of Xalatath's master plan. Yeah, she's the master of the Jailer. She caused Sylvanas. I mean, it's a very interesting, I say interesting not as a good thing necessarily, but it is an interesting dichotomy because if you think about the Jailer and the whole Mournblade concept and, you know, all of that piece with the Primus and blah, 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 and then the fact that, the Mournblades, the whole Ner'zhul being the Lich King, feeding onto the Arthas aspect, like, all of that connection, you do not think about the Jailer. Yeah, fair enough. But, like, all of that considered, like, it is an interesting connection all the same. And I mean, it does make sense that the jailer or the primus or whoever is involved with all of that stuff in the early days. It does make sense since it is death magic going into, you know, the king of the dead in still part of his master plan. Absolutely. No, it doesn't. It just doesn't. Sorry. Fair enough. I'm not baiting you here, by the way. I'm just listening for my bloody water systems because I think they're bubbling again. I am 100% baited. Well, I'm suffering the consequences of accidental baiting by the fact that my water systems are on bloody decline. Alright, got my 10 Valor stones, which does not feel like it was worth
You
it.
found me. May your reign.
Alright, we've stabilised most of the city and saved as many as we could, but our job isn't over. The Locust Walker must still be out looking for our enemy commander. We've already searched most of the city, so he must be in one place we've not looked. Come on, meet me at the Oasis. It's just the drainage, yeah, still got safe water to drink. Yeah, it's all shit.
Shadow Guard leader.
Oh, at least I didn't die. Yeah, it's just the drainage by what it seems like, but I don't tend to drink tap water at the moment anyway. I've got bottled water for water coolers, like the big giant gallon bottles, or like the 11-litre bottles. So, even if the water was a bit suspect, it wouldn't affect me right now. But yeah, I think it is just the drainage. Like, it's just something is, well, somehow water is, I guess, reappearing because, I haven't really used much water today, like other than a morning shower. Yeah, I could boil it regardless, yeah. But even then, like, I've got so many bottles that I've got enough, even if I just need a little bit for boiling, I could easily just use the filtered water. But yeah, it's, other than a shower this morning and obviously washing hands after things, like, I haven't used a lot of water today otherwise, and so it's almost like something is making the tank water, in terms of the, like, what's in the reservoir of the toilet at the bottom, it's making that bubble, but then it's like bringing water up in the sink somewhere. And like I said, I don't know how dirt came up in my bathroom sink. It's not like I've had dirt go down there. Like, it's almost like plant bark and stuff, like part of that came up, and I'm like, where did that come from? I haven't been flushing it, and it's not part of my sink, so there must be something outside, which I'm not going to investigate. It's a rental, so I'm going to make somebody else investigate it. But, yeah, it's just very strange that it's happening tonight. Like, I haven't used water in the sink for hours because I haven't gone to the bathroom for a while. I haven't needed to wash my hands for a while. So, like, I don't know. I don't know what's making it bubble, like, hours after and not using it. Because I just looked at one of the toilets, because I got 2 toilets in the house, and one of them just started going blah, 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 and I went, what the fuck? I don't know. Unless there's, like, something happening where the drains are outside and it's getting flooded with real water, like rainwater. I don't know.
These brokers contain
It could be anything at this point.
This will take a
And
while
weirdly
to
enough, I
mend.
did just have a compliance inspection today, and he just checked everything. So I don't know. He wouldn't have done anything. I don't know. All right. I found our quarry, but unfortunately not before they broke into this shelter.
Survival.
The commander of the
utmost
Shadow Guard,
priority.
Shadow Lord Alzar, has assaulted this shelter of the Trust. I am preoccupied with assisting these injured brokers. I dare not leave, or their soul's energy will pour out. I must depend on you. Venture forth and eliminate the Shadow Lord Alzar, who looks very generic. His demise will cripple the Shadow Guard's assault on Tazavesh. And I will get reputation to get my first level.
Locust
Yay.
Walker and I will safeguard the injured. You handle the
I'm
invasion,
going to have some
Commander.
chocolate. I have a little 12 bar, like one of the mini bite-sized ones. Also because this room's got the heater on and my chocolate is melting. And just to even the balance, make sure I drink some water. Alright. Because that's how it works. Make sure you drink water if you're going to have chocolate. This place almost has very, like, Blood Elf architecture vibes. Tazavesh. Like, it almost reminds me of, like, where you do the Trial of Style and, like, all of those dungeons. Oh my god, I haven't been using my buff for my, what's it called? Stamina. Oh, I've got stamina. Well, he's a very weak company. So much for a Shadow Lord. Speaking of water, I don't know if you can hear me actually using the water cooler, but it sounds like I'm taking a leak, but I am absolutely just filling up a bottle of water. God, imagine if I had set up like a portable, not portable, but like a workable toilet while I'm gaming. That would be so strange. I wouldn't put it past some people who play games 24/7, but no, I do not do that. Ma'am, bathroom. Alright. Without their leader, the Shadow Guard's assault on Tazavesh is crippled. For that, you have my gratitude. He pauses for a weighty moment. However, do not let this victory lull you into a false sense of security. There are darker forces at play, far more dangerous than the Shadow Guard. To resist them, we will need every advantage we can get, even those we would normally not consider. And herein comes the strange part of the story.
My past does not...
The Shadow Guard would have won if not for your allies' warning. It's time we were introduced.
Illyria, we've already met.
You... No! We need her!
I see you haven't changed at all.
You have joined forces with her! Have you lost your mind?
We are desperate. If Dimensius is revived, then all worlds will be devoured.
You broke my dark heart, Illyria.
This is so lesbian.
Without it, I cannot prevent Dimensius's return. At least, not on my own.
This is madness! We cannot trust her!
I'm not asking you to trust her. I'm asking you to trust me.
And there you have the age-old trope of mortal enemies having to work together towards a common enemy. And the fact that she is in standing distance and very puny. Like, I would have thought for someone that took on the visage of an elf that she... I mean, I guess that her feet are like... her legs are like bent, but like... she looks tiny. I mean, they've done it so many times. I mean, even just the end of the day, the Horde and Alliance and all the years of conflict having to work together for bigger enemies, it's kind of a very overused trope at Blizzard. This one creates a juicy vibe because Illyria... Xalatath has often been kind of like taunt flirting with Illyria this whole time. And even when she said, "You broke my dark heart," it felt like such a lesbian undertone, which I love. That being said, I like that it means that we get to see more of her in like a physical model, because like we haven't really had a chance to see like an updated physical model of her since like, in terms of like proper gameplay like this, because she's always like stalking the shadows and then disappearing. We haven't seen a form of hers since probably BFA. Because yeah, Shadowlands, she wasn't really there, and we would never have seen her in a Dragonflight scene where she'd be standing there for us to be able to interact with. So this is probably the most up to date we've seen her in a while, and she's got a great transmog. Actually, I don't know if you're familiar with Diablo 4 in terms of like if you play it or not, but earlier on in the game, which thankfully I've got it, they did a whole round of Blizzard, crossovers with World of Warcraft, and you could actually get certain characters' skins. And so I've got the Xelatath skin for a sorcerer. I've got the Sylvanas one for what's the one? I can't remember what the class is called, but either way, the class that you could have the hunter basically. And I got a few of the other ones. Like I think I got Kill Jaden and a couple others, but yeah, I just really wanted the Xelatath and the Sylvanas ones. Her gear looks very interesting. It almost like has like Pandaria vibes mixed with like Legion mixed with something else, and I like her kind of cosmic cloak. Yeah, anyway, so yes, we're working with her now for a little while. But yeah, in Shadowlands, yeah, they did it with Uther, where you were like... Sylvanas, you weren't really working with her in the Shadowlands until the very end when she got... Well, she wasn't even really working with you. We knocked her out in the Sanctum. And then she was like in a coma, basically, because her soul shard was returned to her, and then it was good Sylvanas reflecting on what bad she had done. She surrendered herself to the mercy of the decision of what they want to do with her. But yeah, Uther was like good, then bad, then good again. Yeah.
We forestall extinction.
Actually,
there is much left to do.
Sahed, this feels like a waking nightmare. I never thought I would be standing here with her acting as allies. Locust Walker is putting us all in a great risk just talking to her. I'm only here because I trust him. We've been through a lot together. Is it the only reason that she still... It is the only reason that she still stands. She sighs. If she tries anything, I will stop her. I mean, this is pretty pivotal in this story plot, because this is legitimately the closest they have been this whole time, physically.
Tell me what you need.
I love how Xelatath taunts. Why, like, I actually, as cheesy as this concept is of them having to work together, I actually really love it because I like Xelatath. It's one of the few villains of the last however long that I've actually quite enjoyed seeing in play. Why are you surprised to see me here, my champion? I can recognize raw power when I see it, and I've had my gaze on you for some time. I am pleased that we are in a position where we need each other. You won't get to Dimensius without me, and I cannot satiate my hatred of the Void Lord without you. Because yes, he poses a big threat to her as well, because I think she fucked him over in some way to get her power, and so he wants her gone as well, so she needs the Dimensius threat gone as well. And she claims that's why she was building the Dark Heart, or working with the Dark Heart. We don't know if she had more nefarious reasons, but she claims that that was what she was using it for. I will let you in on a little secret as well. I am in no shape to do this on my own. After all, you helped Illyria foil my plans in Khazalgar, the Dark Heart. I need allies to do this, as do you. So she's admitting some fault here, or admitting some weakness here. And she's actually going to unearth some little secrets that the other characters have not been revealing as well through the story, which is quite fascinating.
With my help, victory awaits.
I know what you think, Sehen. Please understand that even the worst enemy sometimes must work together to defeat an even greater evil, i.e. 3/4 of World of Warcraft story plots. I can't say that I like it, but there is no other way. If anyone knows how to defeat Dimensius and remove his threat from the world, it is her. Please trust me, I know what is at stake. And then I asked, how did Dimensius return? When Koresh was destroyed, it scattered fragments of Dimensius across the Great Dark Beyond. Under the guise of vengeance, Nexus King Salhadar sought out untethered fragments of the Void Lord only to collect them and reforge him in our dimension. And yeah, Nexus King Salhadar was a big part of the novella as well, that Locust Walker recounts. He talks about how he was on his side originally, but then he kind of betrayed Locust Walker.
We do what we must.
Alright. Dimensius threatens us once more. There is no one who knows his methods better than his former Harbinger, so she was his Harbinger, Xelatath. I would not say we can trust her, but we can work with her. She fears the all-devouring's wrath after her betrayal. There we go. We can't afford to turn away any potential ally. Think how many we will save from the Void Lord's hunger. Get your bearings in the city. The four of us save together. I will convince Illyria. Yeah.
I could never ally with that monster.
Windrunner, Dimensius stirs. You must Trust me, we have no better options.
And I mean, all of us, including this new Shadow Priest that's just popped up, we are all denizens of the Void. Because Illyria holds it with her powers, Locust Walker channels it, Shadow Priests deal with it, and Xalatath is Void. Like, she is an ex-Void being. Well, she's still a Void being, but yes. So, like, we're all actually one big Void family.
Our fight continues.
Hello.
Oh, stay a while and
my
listen, this is gonna be
champion.
juicy.
I cannot believe you would partner with her. She's trying to kill me.
We've all tried to kill each
I
other.
mean, true.
Focus on the Void Lord, who will devour us all if he emerges.
You have every reason to hate her. For now, we need to work together.
Dimensius was smashed into as many shards as Koresh. But you've allowed the Shadow Guard to piece him back together.
I should just end her. Why are you protecting her, Locust Walker?
It pains me to admit, but if we are to get you and the champion anywhere near Dimensius, then we need her expertise.
That means if you kill me, then you destroy Azeroth. That would be my next stop if I were a Void Lord.
I am not asking you to trust her. I'm asking you to trust
That's the second time
me.
you said that, Locust Walker.
Set aside your hunt, Windrunner. You will see why this is necessary.
What is also funny about this whole thing is I feel like the writing that they've given Xalatath in this expansion, like the sort of playful banter, her weaving into things, and her kind of being like absolutely the villain, but she plays it as almost very endearing. I feel like that's what they thought they were doing to Sylvanas in BFA and Shadowlands, but they just missed the mark. They just made her pure villain with no explanation. And there was like, I mean, granted, they keep making it like she was a puppet of the jailer and all the stupid shit that they like tried to retcon or whatever they did. But I feel like that's what they thought they were doing. They were making this tantalizing villain that people would get behind, but instead, as in like be interested in watching more development. But there was no development, and all the fans like myself who like are obsessed with Sylvanas all got the whole like, this is just stupid and icky, and why are we doing this? So yeah, I think it was one of those examples of the dropping of the ball many times, but now they found, not a redemption, because it's definitely not redeeming the Sylvanas problem, but it's almost like their way of saying, hey, this is what we actually tried to do with that character, but we're now doing it with Xalatath. Because people actually do enjoy her, like, I mean, I don't know about the collective every player, but like, a lot of people I know that play the game are all like, they all find her very fun to like see be a villain. I mean, granted, the difference is she was never a good person to begin with. So, well, granted, she kind of was by the fact that she was our weapon helping us with the Legion. But it wasn't like Sylvanas, where she started as this, you know, champion of the Forsaken and like protecting them at all costs and all that stuff. Oh, what's this? What's the mail overflow? That's kind of weird but cool. But like, do I actually deliver letters? Oh, here we go. I mean, that's kind of cool. Do I get an achievement for doing all this? But yeah, I think that's the other part that really threw people off for Sylvanas is she actually was like quite a captivating, like, I wouldn't say anti-hero, but she was definitely like, you know, those who loved her really loved her because she did fight for the Forsaken for so long. Especially to abandon at the end was very much a kick in the guts. But, ooh, that's a Hearthstone. Very nice. Let's get that as a favorite. But yeah, so I think that's probably also what shit people off, other than just bad writing. was it was like you just took a really like compelling character and you basically shut on her legacy. You undid all of those years of her being like, you know, she definitely crossed lines and she definitely teetered on the edge of, you know, genocidal when it came to reviving the Forsaken ranks and Cataclysm and everything. But like, there was still a purpose originally, you know, and then to retcon it to be like, oh, she was just doing what the Soul Shard was telling her to do, like what the jail, like, it's just like, alright guys. Really? It'd almost be as bad as if they made Thrall a villain, like, not that, you know, Sylvanas is never as pious as Thrall claims to be, but, yeah, anyway. Talk to the innkeeper.
Yes, can I help you?
Oh, what do they sell? Oh, phase regulator. Let's buy a few. Oh, you can only get one. Okay. Cool.
The Shadow
Registration.
God dogs will not deter us.
Oh, what am I going to call myself? So I can do my name. I can do Void's Bane, Azeroth's Champion. I can do Double O Champion. Zealotad's best friend. I'm going to go Zealotad's best friend. What is my business? Opening Happy Scarf business. Following the elf. The void is where the real power is. I was dragged into this mess again. I think I'm going to pick that one. And done. Thank you for protecting the city, and because of you, we continue. Yep, I'd like to use your services. Alright, cool. Quartermaster. Let's go talk to the person that's going to sell me things later. Where are they? How do I get to them? Do I have to go through this room? No? That's not a room? Okay. How do I get to you then? Ah, you just talked to them through the wall. Okay. We're going full bank style.
At last, we return to Koresh.
What awaits me out in Koresh? Koresh is a dangerous place, Fleshling. The wasteland is no place for the faint of heart. It is no place for even my people, and we no longer have hearts. The broken shards of our planet contain dangers in every corner. If you aren't careful, you will stumble into an ambush from deadly ethereals who have gone feral in our former home. Falling into their hands, that is a fate I would not wish upon my West business rival. And we can buy a whole bunch of things when we get enough rep. Okay.
Always a pleasure.
And that is also a tie-in to how we will need Xelatath, because she is, from what I remember reading a little bit about, we're going to need her to help give us some kind of protection for the barren wasteland that is the remains of Koresh. It'll be her that kind of... oh, what's this stuff here? Before I go anywhere further. Yeah, it's going to be basically up to her to kind of help us power up so we can actually travel around the place and stuff. What do the artificers do? Oh, item upgrade. That's what that symbol was.
Endlessly for this
okay. Thing. I don't have anything I need to upgrade, but that's cool. I just saw the symbol on my map and I was like, I forget what that explains or what that justifies. But yeah, let's see. We have a quest here we can pick up. I've got Shiny Thing Syndrome, so I see a quest and I'm like, oh, I want to pick it up. It's probably the Great Vault quest, if anything. Oh no. Most fortuitous greetings, Offworlder. I have been stuck for an aeon at this post, checking manifests one after another. This is not a real trade. Real trade is done on the streets of Tazavesh. It just so happens that a contact of mine from your world was unloading waste cargo. I bought the whole supply. Expired storage contracts of some sort. However, I know better than to be trading without a permit. It would bring good fortune to my endeavor to have your help with this. Can I count on you, human?
I offer only the finest.
I don't know what benefit that's going to get me, but I'll do it. And what's all this? Portal technician. Oh, that's the way to get to Dornagal. Oh, that's cool. I might set my hearth then here if that's the case. Oh, he's not here though.
It would be my pleasure to help.
Not Delve's wonderful portal network provides convenient access. Please note that return transportation is not included.
This realm
Oh, it's a
offers
one-way portal.
infinite
Well, that's a bit
opportunities.
shit. I better go get my Hearthstone set up then. What's that? Mailbox. Cool. That's a ranged item. We don't need that. Don't need that staff. We don't need that ring anymore. Keep that there. Alright, let's go get the Hearthstone set up, because we don't really need Dornagal at the moment. We're going to be kind of stationed here for a little bit, I imagine, other than for maybe like a delve or something.
Speak your mind.
Make this in your home. Done. And I don't need a Hearthstone, so leave that alone. Ooh, it's pretty. And I'm guessing they're quests related to my professions, but that's alright. Kind of also has a very, what's the place in Oribos, but that's again because of the ethereals, it makes sense. I wonder what these other portals are going to be. I wonder if they'll be like delves or if they'll be like portals. Does he disappear? I guess he does. Alright. I'm going to guess that the person I need is outside the building, so we're going to try that later. And we'll get the other quests when we can as well, because I'm not worried about that just yet. Ooh, floating vehicles, that's cool. Let's see if he's on top of the building. Or in front of it. There we are. Cartel boss Zyrlone.
There is a price for my...
Zyvez sent you. That little scoundrel can't face me himself.
Was there anything else?
There is a difference between securing a permit and securing permission to sell in Tazavesh. Zyvez is a licensed dealer. He can buy and sell as he pleases in accordance with the authorities. However, I'm glad he knows his place. If you're on my streets, you need my permission. Not everyone knows this. Cartel Bar likes to test the waters. I'll award your permission if you teach them a lesson. Ooh.
Is that all?
How am I going to teach the cartel a lesson? I ask. Okay. How do I do that? Or can I just pay for the permit?
My time is valuable,
5 gold.
you know.
Honestly,
Shall
5
we
gold is so
discuss
much easier.
terms?
Take this ledger to Zyvez. Let him know I expect dinars up front and on time. There are to be no discrepancies between my records and his. Do you understand? You may head to the market to inform him. Knowing traders like him, he'll have already set up a spot to set up his shop. The venture has my blessing. Don't let it become unprofitable, or we'll be seeing each other again, off-worlder.
The Shadowlands can be treacherous.
Oh, that sounded like a Sylvanas voice for a second. Alright, let's go into... Oh, we don't want to go in there. We want to go into there. Oh, where was the guy that I got the quest from? Ah, yeah, he's already, like he suggested, already setting up a shop. Ooh, and there's already a rare that I could kill. Cool. Oh, no. Do I not go that way? Where do I go to get out of here? Ah, that way. Cool. I will get used to this place sooner than later. I wonder if that area is safe for me to go to, though. Oh, that's a delve portal by the look of it. The boss wants a high price, but it's fair for a new venture. Now then, on to business. I hear tale that your world is full of heroes or adventure, and where there's adventure, there's a need for storing their treasures. Thus, you have turned to our king to keep them safely deposited between realms. Yet not one of you read the contract. We have since ceased such services and returned goods to their owners. Oh, that's the void portals I think they're talking, the void storage. We have since ceased those services and returned
All
the goods.
goods and
You and I,
services
Sahena,
for sale.
selling opportunities to purchase what remains. Blind, of course, help me prepare.
May I tempt you
Okay.
with my wares?
What are we doing? Return amount.
For you, I offer only the finest.
See, I think that was referring to the void storage, because the void storage was the ethereal
All goods
managing
and
that, and
services
that's now
for
since
sale.
been cancelled, and you get the bank like normal. Kind of a fun way to tie that in, I guess.
Everything is negotiable. May I tempt you with my wares?
Alright, now we get some more rep. And we managed to get some gloves.
For you,
Not bad.
I offer only the finest.
Let the sales begin. Who would like to buy this portal? Says here it belonged to a hero from the dunes of Morag region.
Everything
Bidding starts at
is
50,000
negotiable.
Azerothian gold. Jesus. It actually looks like one of the spidery delves.
May I tempt you with my wares?
No one wants to buy the portal, apparently.
All goods and services for sale.
Is that it? Not do any more? Okay then.
Everything is negotiable.
What if I can fly to that rare? Or if it's considered like dangerous territory. I mean, it looks like I can fly to it, but maybe I'll take damage. Oh, Grubber. You are a rare elite that I probably can't beat on my own, so I'm not going to attempt. But I would like to kill you. Rare can be summoned and killed only when someone is doing a warrant quest. Yeah, no, Penumbra. I can barely take on normal mobs in a group on my own. I can't do something that usually takes 3 to 20 players. My Paladin I could try. But no, this one's a bit too out of my pay bracket, or my comfort zone. I just wish other people were killing it, because I would happily, like, help them. It's a shame it's not something you can queue for as a group. Oh well. We'll kill it another time. I'm sure my Paladin or somebody will be here at some point where I can go against him. I was just curious, because I saw him on the map, and I'm like, well, that's a pretty interesting thing to just have there. Alright, what are we doing here?
A deal is just another kind of oath.
Overwhelm them.
May you
Mandatory.
succeed in
There is
your
an audit coming up. My employer, Zai Imports, will be audited again. He visibly shakes, ducking his head. I need this audit to go badly. It must be worse than the last. Can you help me? We have a shipment of small devourers that would cause a lot of trouble if they were to escape or go missing. Break open their crates. Business needs to be overwhelmed just like last time. God, it's the complete opposite of what you'd expect someone to... Yeah, here we go. Why do you want your business to fail? I don't want their business to fail. I need it to suffer a hiccup. If we inflict a little chaos now, I can restore everything at the end. When you see what the coordinator is doing, maybe you'll understand. Okay.
The trust will
If
save
my
us.
colleague knew of my plan, they would be in danger of discharging their oaths as good employees. Besides that, they are far too excellent at their jobs. Take these. They're devices of my own creation. When placed near my colleagues, they will create an illusion of them working. They'll be able to step away and rest. The business will be under even more pressure without them. Okay. Because yeah, these ethereal creatures, they have to, they make oaths basically to plot their life design, and they usually can't change their oath unless it's like changed with them, like by the council. I learnt that from the audio novellas. Pretty interesting lore for them. I didn't really know much about ethereal society. I didn't really pay attention to them in BC with the whole like consortium and all that stuff. Ah, damn it. I was hoping I could kind of break one while something was attacking me. That's okay. I want an illusion device that makes it look like I'm working. That would be so handy. I would use it all the time. Probably why I don't have one. Damn it.
I need a target.
Sometimes you can be lucky and you can get like a completion or something before something hits you.
I don't have a target.
Not this time. I know I'm doing side quests, but I want to just get a little bit more rep for this faction if I can. Thank God it's all shared now. I really can't wait till they go back and make all the other reputations that make sense to be warbound. Like, not all of them will, obviously. Like, things like where you choose between, like, the sort of the Shatrath ones or whatever. It makes sense why you wouldn't be able to make that warband. But there's so many of them you could. Alright, I've killed enough of those things now. Now I just need to do more illusion devices. Or do I? Yeah, 4 out of 7 are done. Oh, it goes down all the way down here, that's why. Alright. Where is that guy? There he is.
Wealth can solve any problem.
Battlestones. And
The trust will save
Battlestones.
us.
Oh god, how much more does he want me to do?
Always a pleasure.
We've made good progress, but we need more disorganization. I've redirected a particularly large shipment of anima, oh god, in the form of a devourer. Kill it and bring its animal core to me. The anima itself is not important, rather the fact that it can be stolen. My boss will have more to answer for in the audit if his books are in disarray. This guy really wants to fuck things around. When our imports are delayed or lost, the most business impact is on the Tazavesh businesses. Take this illusion pin, it'll make you appear as a Zeit Imports employee. Tell the businesses their shipments are delayed. Oh my god.
May you succeed in
This
your
guy is a
endeavors.
chaos agent. Oh, I transformed back. That's okay. Can I do it? Where do you go for this quest? This way. That's why I couldn't see where I was going. Who do I talk to? Mysterious eggs. Can I buy one?
You have my attention.
No, nothing worth buying. That's a shame. All my old gear
We have
is
waited
sold.
too long to fail now.
Hello? Are the business owners here or where are they? Maybe it's upstairs. Yes, it is. Okay, that would explain a lot. Trader Basalt.
Speak your mind.
What a grave insult. I think they would make such grand overtures to fail me again. So weird looking at all these
Let us
materials
exchange words.
in one place that isn't the world of the dead. Bamert.
So this is what has become of Koresh.
We've determined that most of them are Middle Eastern.
Yes, can I help you? You have my attention.
Alright, that's done. Now I gotta go kill the beast that's gonna give me an animal core. And it's not that beast that you want me to kill. Oh, what's this random... Oh, somebody's already killed him. Well, that's a bit rude. Oh, I think that's like the Eco Dome place. That's where we'll get to go soon. But now, gotta wait for this thing to pop up again. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was a bit easier. But I only have one thing to kill, it's fine. It's just when I've got a group of things. Where's the treasure box? Oh, again, maybe it's one of those. You've got to have the special Reshi Wrap, sort of, they're called. Alright, we're going next to hand in those quests. Actually, we'll pick up this other one while we're flying. Mixology. I wonder if that's got something to do with my professions, or if that's an actual just everyone gets the quest. Where is the quest? Inside? Yeah.
Do you wish to trade?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am known as Bakril. As you know, my people do not imbibe as yours do. My proposal is simple. Help me concoct a new energy drink, and I shall allow you to use it free of charge. It will most certainly make you a hero amongst heroes. Is that not worth the risk? I have acquired various potent energy sources, infuse them into the berry juice cocktail, and let me see how potent we can make it. If this is one of those click this, dude, I hate these stupid quests.
Quite appreciated.
Okay, so far no. I hate those ones where it's like the click this, stomp the berries, do this. It's kind of like that, but not as bad. I swear the people who make up these quests, like, the random shit they come up with, or the repeated shit they come up with, depending on who and what you get. I guess they have to put in a lot of stuff.
But my goodness. Another kind of oath.
Alright, unbelievable. It worked, and we're not blown into an incalculable number of minuscule pieces. I do hope this formulation proves useful not only to you, but for the future of Koresh. Now, on to phase 2. Testing and market research. Oh god, I can't wait.
Let's go to see.
Since I've never doubted our success, I took the liberty of making further preparations. I've arranged for a couple of volunteers. I want you to see our new energy drink in action before you imbibe it, Sahen. May I call you Sahen? Of course I can. We're partners now. You'll find the volunteers lounging on the high terraces of the city. Tazavesh has many such comfortable areas for visitors like yourself.
May you succeed in your endeavors.
Thing is, though, I've got to watch out. Oh no, I was going to say, am I going to hit my cap of Valor Stones? But nowhere close. Alright, so I need to go where? Upstairs. Near where I've got to go hand in the other quests. Ah, Hips is a person. Okay.
How much for your tea?
Place some of the new energy drink into his cup.
Let's not draw attention to yourself. Or me.
Jesus. Oh wow, we've got people from Revendreth. How do they get to these places? Like, this is like... I imagine the cosmology of it all is that it's not in the Shadowlands. That it's actually just a broken planet floating around somewhere. So how the fuck does that work? I don't know. I guess I'm not supposed to have the answers. Now, Riftwalker... Where the fuck is this person? Riftwalker... Oh my god, they're on the other side. Yeah, I don't understand how there are denizens of the Shadowlands here.
The universe is full of mystery.
Unless they manage to take our portal from Revendreth to Azeroth, and then from there to here, but I doubt that. Oh, these are Riftwalkers. They're part of Illyria's forces. Okay. They're all Void Elves. Interesting. Oh, wow. Is he going to break out of that portal now? Oh wow, Jesus. Well. Time to free others and destroy your city. Oh my god.
We have toiled endlessly.
You must help quickly to help with this situation, partner. Oh my god.
The trust will save us.
Oh, I'll get wrist items though. And some more renown.
Always a pleasure.
Of course I have to kill the thing now. I might have only just created the monster, but now I've got to kill it. Where do I go to kill him? Oh, we're all in one big dome again. Okay, that makes sense. They're all scared of him. Touch them, if that makes sense. And he did. Alright, let's get out of this place. May as well hand in these stupid quests for this guy who wants to destroy his business, basically. Yeah, I'm so stumped by these, Venthia. That's going to bother me all night. I will find myself probably researching that tonight when I'm in bed.
At last, we return to Karesh.
Alright, drain their resources.
It is good.
And we've confused their contracts.
Ethereal kid again.
Eyes on us. I can hear the coordinator raging about the side and business already. Now I gotta go speak to a port authority person.
Your patronage is quite appreciated. May you succeed
I gotta
in
make
your
sure
endeavors.
someone wears a pin. Alright, let's go do that then.
Wealth can solve
Alright,
any
a
problem.
very busy priest. The docks are in disarray. The incoming and outgoing vessels are delayed by several cycles. What is it that you want? I'm here on behalf of an invested party. You need to push up Zai Imports audit. An invested party, Zai Imports is appearing in my reports more and more lately. If I could straighten them out, the majority of issues in the docks would be resolved by proxy. I appreciate the tip, priest. I will prioritize the audit. Please wear this pin to the audit. It's important.
Always a pleasure.
A pin, no doubt from your invested party. It appears enchanted. The magic of this nature. The magic of this nature? Yes, I think I'll take your gift. Alright, so I gotta go now see the results of this stupid audit, and then hopefully that should be that quest chain done. And whatever the purpose of that was will hopefully be revealed.
Do you wish to trade?
Alright.
The trust will save us.
Now. It is... Oh, I get leg pieces at least. It's time. I cannot tell you what it is to expect, Sahan. I can only hope that this is the last day I keep such a dreadful oath.
It is good to see our ethereal kin again.
Oh, I'll actually have to defeat someone? The coordinator? What? I was speaking to you. I have more questions I want answered.
We have toiled endlessly for this day.
Okay, what's going on? Zythia, your books are in complete disarray, even dating back to my predecessor. I apologize. I'm certain that my associates have failed to provide you with an accurate copy of our ledgers. Oh, what? Ah, he's trying to bamboozle the Port Authority guy. A suggestion spell. I see now why I needed a pin with illusion magic. You will no longer have my permission to do business on the docks. Ah, so his associate was trying to out this guy for being a dodgy business owner. And he was cooking the books, as they would say. He's been kidnapped.
A deal is just another kind of oath.
Ah, he gets his business in a...
The
in
trust will
order.
save us.
That's nice. I wonder what the meta achievement for this place is. Oh, and I automatically got a achievement for having what's it called? A bank with 6 tabs. That's cool. What am I looking for? Quests. I want to see if there's a what's it called? Meta quest for this, or meta achievement for this place. Follow the following storylines. So that's one. Yeah, I get the campsite. That's cool. But what's the other one? I guess there's not much else, really. Oh, there's a few achievements, but yeah. Okay, anyway, we'll come back to that another time. Alright, let's go see the mixology dude and see if he's got something else that I need to do there, because obviously it's going to work to some kind of meta achievement eventually, I'm sure. Hopefully. Hopefully I haven't just wasted my time on all this crap.
At last, we return to Karesh.
Oh, we get our wrists. Yay! I wish I could see. Oh, it is this. Okay, here we go. The Sojourner quests. So, it will be part of the meta, I think. That's alright. At least I'm doing these bits and pieces now. And I'm sure more will unlock as I undo their reputation barriers. Alright, let's go and actually go get the flight path that I've been meaning to get this whole time. At least now I've completed a few story ideas beforehand. Flightmaster.
Yes, can I help you?
So I can currently fly nowhere. But I'm so curious. I'm gonna have to look at this later. I am just so curious about the where this exists in the grand scheme of everything, because obviously it's a place we've teleported to. So there's no kind of distinction. It's not part of Azeroth, obviously. So we're probably obviously I feel like it's probably not in the scope of the Shadowlands as a place. It's probably just a floating zone somewhere around here, but yeah, I just find it very interesting. Because it's got to obviously be somewhere in the galaxy, whatever we're calling. Sorry, I'm just getting a message. I thought I quickly respond while I was at it. Koresh is just a planet somewhere in space. Yeah, that makes sense. But I just wonder how denizens of the Shadowlands got there. Because the Shadowlands isn't a planet. The Shadowlands is a realm. As far as I can understand it. Like, it's the realm of death. So it's not a planet per se. It's more of a dimension. So when dead people, you know, when people die from here, they end up there. Or any of these places. They end up in the Shadowlands. But there were fucking Venthir in what's it called? In Koresh. So that's why I'm so stunned by it. But anyway, I'll give it up for now. Alright, what does she have to say? Because it was part of the Jailer's master plan, indeed.
May your aim never...
Koresh was always harsh and unforgiving. Using her Rishi ribbons, the oracles turned the merciless wastes into a garden.
Rishi ribbons?
Relics from old Koresh that were used by the rabble, as dangerous as they are powerful.
So powerful that I betrayed the All-Devouring. I thought the ribbons would deliver me from his service.
You were here before. Is this all you're doing?
I was merely the harbinger to Dimensius. I did not destroy this world.
She was the one that powered the Rishi ribbons, as far as I can remember.
Dimensius must be stopped.
There is a small island to the northeast of here called Overlook Zoshul. My scouts have been searching for a way into Maniforge Omega, which is the big dungeon raid, but we must stop the return of the All-Devouring. If we are fortunate, the scouts have already found a pathway inside.
My past does not. The Trust sent scouts to observe the Shadow Guard's Maniforge. Come along, champion.
Oh, melted chocolate. We're falling apart. No, I hate melted chocolate. That's gonna make such a mess, which I don't want. That was very ungentlemanly of me. Oh, that's a cute little creature. A Perkin. Kill it. Oh, there's a meeting stone for Tazavesh now. Oh, so that's the old, I'm guessing it's the old dungeon? Ah, okay. That's kind of cool. If that means you can do like the old dungeon. I'm curious. Oh, I don't meet the requirements. Oh, that's maybe the new dungeon. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's the current season version. Alright. So this must be the, yeah, the mythic or the heroic. Okay. Interesting. So I guess to get to the old one, you just go to the other place in Shadowlands. Alright. Is it going to let me actually
so this
fly
is what has become
there, or do I manually fly? Where do I go? Oh, he didn't give me a quest either. How rude. Wait, he didn't give me a quest. He just left. What the fuck? At least I don't think I got a quest. No, I got a stupid bloody Undermine one, but I don't have that. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that stupid quest. I'm not doing Undermine. What the fuck? Alright, I guess I better do the old log out, log in thing again. Fucking stupid, what's his name? Locust Walker? Means we're not getting an original mega dungeon for War Within. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're just they're revamping Tazavesh, and then the final like raid will be the Omega, whatever it's called. I'll have a look. I'll quick go back into it. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you're going to be revamping Tazavesh. Like, it kind of makes sense that you'd have an opportunity to go back through it again. Oh god, here we go. So paying full price for a shorter X-Pack with no Mega Dungeon. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a shorter X-Pack per se. Like, I think it's still going to have the 2-year cadence. So I think from a timing-wise, it's going to be the same. But yeah. Maybe no new special Mega Dungeon, but I'm not sure. Let me just have a look, because I'm not familiar myself. Adventure guides. So what do we get? We get dungeons. Oh, so the Eco Dome is going to have a dungeon of its own as well. All right. Cool. Operation Floodgate was that's a. Yeah, that's the Undermine one. Dawnbreaker, Halls of Atonement, that's a mythic that they're bringing back, I think. Yeah, they're bringing back as one of the mythic cycle, they're bringing Halls of Atonement in. And then Tazavesh, yeah, that must be the Mega Dungeon, because it's got quite a few bosses. At least I think that's how they're doing it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it much because I'm not really like a raider myself. So like, oh, they're all the raid bosses. Okay. But yeah, that'll be the raid that you'll be able to do. So Mana Forge Omega. I think what it is more... Yeah, I think they did allude to the idea that it'd be a shorter cycle, but I think what they were getting at is, like... I think what they were kind of... I mean, it might be that the timing has changed a little bit, like, as in it's not as long, but, like, what it is I think the cadence of releasing patches is getting quicker. So back in the day, it would be like you wouldn't know what's coming next for a while, but they roadmap it to a point where we kind of have the quick cadence of launching content. Because, like, for example, Season 2 to Season 3, it feels like it has been quicker, but I think it still runs the usual 2-year cycle, because we got this, the end of last year? Whatever it was. I can't remember anymore. And I don't think we're going to get the announcement sooner than later, but I don't think it's going to come out like this year, for example. I think it's probably going to still be a next year thing, but it might be a few months quicker than what we usually would get. I don't know. But they have stuck to their timing up till now, so they haven't dropped the ball on timing. So maybe it will be earlier. I'm not sure. But the raid itself looks pretty cool, and this is going to have the kind of... yeah, this is going to have the big Dimensius battle, which is going to be massive. He takes up apparently the fight in itself is like the largest fight on a scale that they've built, like the largest physical battle they've ever built. If it was a 2-year cycle, we'd be waiting 14 months for Draenor again, or get 5 seasons. Well, I mean, hang on. When did this come out? War Within. War Within launch. Because I'm bad on remembering when it came out. So it launched... so they revealed it in November 2023, and it came out August 26th last year. So basically just under a year ago it came out. So I feel like, because they're going to do a reveal at Gamescom next week or the week after, in wherever they're doing that, in America somewhere, I think. They're going to do a midnight reveal. Now, I don't know if that's revealing the launch, like the launch date, or if that's just a, like, we're going to give you more info. I'm not sure what that's going to be about, but I don't know if you saw, but on the North American download client, like the Battle.net client, when this week's patch launched, they got an accidental visual as to the pricing and the inclusions in the next expansion. So I dare say we are definitely getting a reveal of a launch date in the next couple of weeks. And if they tell us now that it's coming out in, 6 or so months, or however long that takes for a launch, maybe we're going to get it as early as next year, like early next year, like maybe it might be like a February, March release, And if that's the case, then we're only going to be about a half year difference of the previous release cadence. Yeah, true, but at the same time, like, I feel like they're going to have a mixture of things. I feel like there will be a few items that will be purchasable, but I feel like a lot of the content is going to be what you earn in the game. Like, I don't feel like they're going to... I think it's going to be the same as mounts and pets. I think it's going to be one of those things where the mechanism is still very much in-game, but there might be some specialty items that you can buy. I'm not against that. If the whole thing was microtransactions, I'd be pissed off. But I think they are going to still do a lot of in-game unlocks. Because, I mean, it would be strange if they didn't monetize some of it. Like, if they didn't have some of the things being microtransactions, I'd be very shocked. Because that's just the nature of gaming these days. But as long as they don't do the entire thing as a microtransaction, which I don't think they are. They've been very vocal about that not being the case. They're very big on the you should earn a lot of it in-game. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, look, it could be early 2026. It could be when it comes out. Oh, here we go. Gamescom's in Germany this year. So yeah, the release could be early 2026. It could be a February launch or a March launch. And like I said, if that happens, then we're a year and a half instead of a 2-year cycle. So yeah, it would be shorter then. But to be honest, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I don't think there's much benefit to doing a season 4 or a season 5 or how many seasons. I don't think there's a benefit if there isn't story to give. And I think they have neatly done the storyline in a way that it could lead into Midnight pretty soon after this. Because, like, the nature of what Midnight's going to be all about, it makes sense that the end of this raid is going to determine how and why Midnight's going to be a thing. So I'd actually rather it be a quicker launch. Like, not ridiculously early, but like, again, if it's February or March next year, I think that's pretty good. Because it gives us, like, what, we're August now, so what, September, October, November, December, January, February. That gives us up to 6 months to have this season kind of finish, or this story location finish. Maybe they bring in a season 4 if they feel they need to bring it in. Because also, we've got to remember that Legion Remix is likely coming as well. So we might get like Legion Remix in November. And that might be like a 2-month affair. Or last until the end of the expansion. Because that's what they did last time. The season 4 time frame kind of was how Pandaria Remix came into the play. So yeah, it could go either way. I'm going to try and manually fly and see if it lets me. Okay. It's going to let me, so... And apparently I've accepted the quest, so... Whatever. We're going to take it. But yeah, so I'm very excited about Legion Remix when they finally announce it properly. I've actually held off creating any new characters in the meantime because I kind of want to do it with the remix. And yeah, I reckon that will be the kind of the stopgap or the filler between us finishing whatever's going to happen here. And that seems like a pretty fair cadence of time because, like, again, August, we've just got this new season, or the season starts next week, season 3 officially. They'll announce the title this month, most likely, like announce the date. They'll tell us either this month or soon that Legion Remix is coming. That'll be a few months away because they want to obviously give the season a chance to breathe, let people get their raiding structures in play, because, you know, obviously the hardcore raiders and mythic players and stuff need their time. So they'll do all that, and they'll say, okay, well, it's August now, you've got till November or whenever, because I think November was when they did the Pandaria remix that month as well. Yeah, they'll say you've got until this month until that happens, and that might be either when the season changes to season 4, or they just say we're going to keep season 3 extended until the end, either or. That's my prediction. And then I'm assuming it'll be like a February or March release. I don't think it'll be any later than March, because I dare say they'll keep it in the first quarter. I could be wrong on that, obviously.
I can feel a presence. It's growing.
And then, yeah, Midnight will happen early next year, and then that'll be another year and a half, and then... Or 2 years, or whatever it ends up being. Because it depends on how big they're making Midnight as well. Because all we know of it so far is that it's going to be an attack on the Sunwell by the Void. Which, again, either Dimensius doesn't get completely destroyed, or whatever comes out of us killing Dimensius creates a bigger Void problem. And whether that's Xalatath becomes uber powerful because of the defeat, or some other entity takes power. But either way, the Void is launching an offensive against the Sunwell. We know that as much in Midnight. And it's going to effectively make the elf races somewhat band together to kind of make the solution, like to solve the problem. Which is going to create a lot of power dynamic problems because you've got, at the moment, Alpha Society is the Night Elves headed by Tyrande, however you say her name. So she's effectively the leader of the Night Elves because Malfurion's kind of relegated it to her. He keeps going into his slumbers and stuff. So although they're taking a break at the moment, so they've kind of relinquished the leadership a little bit to their adopted daughter. I always forget her name, but whoever their adopted daughter is, they've kind of relinquished the leadership to her actually. Because they want to take a bit of a break from all the conflict that's happened in the last however many years. So they kind of ended the last expansion saying in Balameth, or whatever that place is called, the new Night Elf Sanctuary in near the Emerald Dream area. They've decided that they're taking a holiday or a long break. So they're probably going to come back for Midnight, surely. Because the Night Elves haven't really had much to do in the meantime. So the leadership of them is however that is. The Night Elves, the Blood Elves are led by Lothramar currently as the Regent Lord. And Holderon Brightwing, whatever his name is the current Ranger General. There was a bit of an accidental spoiler with that whole, or potential accidental spoiler, with the launch of the pricing for Midnight. It also showed some cosmetic items that are coming with the expansion. And the little title, the little portraits that come with it will have Xalatath as the Harbinger. It'll have a couple other, like their son Arator will be the Redeemer, and it's got Illyria listed as the Ranger General. The thing that's weird about that is she's never been the Ranger General. She was supposed to be. So like her mother was the past Ranger General before Sylvanas, and Illyria is actually the eldest of the sisters, and she was supposed to take that mantle. But she relinquished it and said, I don't want that. and she let Sylvanas take on the mantle of Ranger General, and then she decided to work with Turalyon on the ground, you know, fighting the Burning Legion and all that stuff, and they went into the portal. And that's again why Sylvanas took on Arthas, and that's why she became the Banshee. So if it wasn't for Illyria giving up the title, she might have actually been the one that became like the Banshee. But yeah, so the Night Elves... Oh, hang on. Malfurion couldn't come back. They'd have to find a reason why he couldn't just wipe the floor with the enemy. Yeah, maybe, but he's also been bested a few times. I mean, Xavius definitely bested him a couple of times. So, like, he's not all-powerful. Like, he's got a lot of power. But, I mean, Tyrande, bloody, with the Night Queen, like the Moon Maiden power, she got very powerful for a long time as well. So... But at the same time, yeah, I think they've rested them for a while. I think they'll come back thematically at different points, but I don't think they'll be part of the main fray to start with. I feel like their daughter, what's her name? Chandrilis or Changelis, whatever it is. I think she'll be the sort of the de facto leader for a while. It's 2-1 or 3-1 to Malfurion against Xavier. Yeah, true. But yeah, Malfurion's been a bit of a bitch sometimes, so he's not always the all-powerful head of the Night Elves that we would expect him to be. But yeah, I think Chandra, sort of her name is, I think she's now the... What is her name? Let me just quickly Google, because I like to have my facts when I talk about these things as best as possible. I think it's Chandra's Feathermoon, or whatever her name is. Chandra's Feathermoon. Oh my god, go my memory. And yes, you got it at the same time. Yeah, she's currently the general of the Sentinel Army. She's basically the adopted daughter of both Malfurion and Tyrande. But I believe she is now generally treated as the leader of the Night Elves, because I don't know if you saw it, but when we basically saved the Emerald Dream and all that BS against the dragons, like whatever his name, Farak and whatever, when we had Belameth as the new Night Elf capital, they basically had like a little cutscene with her. Not a cutscene, I think it was a cutscene, but it was also an in-game conversation, and they basically said, yeah, we've deserved a rest. Yeah. So you've seen all that. So yeah, Chandris will be leading them at least to start with, I imagine. Lothramar again is the leader of the Blood Elves as we know, and Holderon is the current Ranger General. He might either relinquish it, maybe he dies, and that's why Illyria takes it up, or maybe she pulls rank. I don't know, because, you know, being of the Windrunner family, like, it kind of is on them to be able to take the mantle back, I guess. And she probably still has Thordaril, or whatever that weapon's called, her legendary bow that was hers, her family's. So maybe she'll come back into the fray that way. And then we've got the Nightborn Elves, which are headed by Thalyssra. And she's married to Lothramar now, so I dare say they'll be very chummy, the two sets of elves. Any remaining potential high elves that weren't part of the Blood Elves might still exist, because we've got like elves like Varisa and all of those sort of people that didn't align with the Horde's Blood Elves. So yeah, and you've also got Varisa, so she'll absolutely be some kind of a force in this. And then you've got the Void Elves, which Illyria / Locust Walker take over, manage. So they'll have to be in the mix somehow. And then, yeah, you've kind of got your sort of fringe populations, but they'll all have to band together. I'm sure that they will set up Silvermoon to be a joint capital, or a hub that both sets of players can go to. Or maybe it'll be like a hub outside the city, but Silvermoon is still a Horde capital, either or. But they're going to revamp it, because they've promised that they're going to revamp all of that map. Like, the whole top of Eastern Kingdoms is pretty much going to get a revamp. So I imagine the Ghostlands as well, but absolutely Eversong. Like, this whole area is going to get revamped so you can fly. So that will have to include the Ghostlands, surely. So this whole section is going to be flight accessible, which is like, thank God. But I reckon either they'll set up a camp in the front of the city for everyone, like as a hub, or it'll actually be the city. I don't know. Maybe they'll revive the ruins of Silvermoon and make that a hub. I don't know. But yeah, so I do wonder. I wonder how the power dynamic is going to go, because unless maybe Illyria being so well versed with the Void, maybe they'll elevate her to kind of be the Ranger General of the entire Elven army. And they'll band together as one big force for the period of the expansion. Maybe they'll all just be separate factions that we work towards with the Renown. So you'll have your, your Night Elves, you'll have your whatever. Maybe that's how they'll work it. There's so many options. Like, they've got so many chances they could put into this. And they better do it right. And then we've got the missing piece of Sylvanas, which obviously she's been relegated as a prisoner of the Shadowlands to collect the Night Elf souls. Surely after the last period of game, she has probably collected them all by now, or soon to be. Who knows? Anduin might be the one that has to go and claim her and call her back. But you're not going to have elves fighting against the Void and not have Sylvanas redeeming herself in some way. Whether I like the way they do it or not. It'll either end up in her dying to sacrifice for the elves, or she'll just get a redemption that keeps her alive, either or. But you've got that faction. You've got all the bloody dark elves that were created from her turning them into Forsaken. So who knows if they'll band under her or under like Lillian and Kalia from the Forsaken, because they might be involved in some way. Because that's been very quiet. Like, the Forsaken aspect, I just feel like they've been quiet for too long, and there hasn't been a lot of movement in the fact that Kalia and Lillian are kind of the de facto leaders of the Forsaken. Like, I feel like there's a story to continue from there, especially if Sylvanas returns to Azeroth. I feel like there's going to be a story plot there to kind of discuss the power vacuum, on whether or not they welcome her back, or whether they shun her. You know what I mean? Like, I think that there's room for that.
Our fight continues.
But only time will tell. I could prophesize what I hope to happen, but yeah, I don't know. Alrighty, so Dementius' power is so great that even shattered, his aura radiates power, a power debilitating to mortal life. It is why the Koreshi were changed to beings of energy. It was the only way we could survive his presence. I had hoped my scouts could find a path that was safe for you and your compatriots to enter the Manaforge. Razida, okay, Loshara and Yanhol should have met us by now. Find them for me. Their information is vital in our defense against the All-Devouring. I love how he's so quick to give us, like, instructions. It's like, how about you sort your own shit out, bitch?
So Valeria and the champion need to enter the Manaforge if we are to destroy the All-Devouring. It is dangerous. My scouts search for a means to get you and your allies inside.
I mean, why don't I need the Reshi Wraps now? Surely I need them to survive this area. Anyway, apparently not. But yes, as you've discovered, I could talk for hours on end about all this stuff and story plots and, theory crafting what could happen. Get me on a tangent, I'll continue it. This ethereal's wrappings of traces of void energy. A quick search reveals a hidden ripped pocket. Its contents gone. Okay. Yeah, the novella was interesting because it explained the origin of the Reshi Wraps and like how they were arcanely charged to ensure some survival. Ensure some form of survival for the Koreshi. The ethereal's wrappings are enveloped by swirls of void energy. The ripped wrappings point to the possibility that this was caused by a sharp blade. There is no sign of a fight. They might have been surprised by the attacker. Most likely. Let's go find Razida. Rosita. The Shadow Guard keep their secrets. Interesting. So she's been taken over? Or she was a secret shadow person? Either or. One of the two.
We forestalled.
Rosita was a Shadow Guard agent. I trusted her for thousands of years. How did they break her loyalty? If she could be turned, then any of the Trust's agents could be as well. It is vital that we get the information about their base, and we can only rely on the four of us to do so. Oh, and now I get a headpiece.
Define me.
During the Devouring War, I witnessed the horrific results of the All-Devouring's presence. A mortal being cannot approach him at the Manor Forge, we know this. He is the entropy of the end, and you are just flesh. Xalatath knows rituals from across the great dark beyond. With the power of the Reshi ribbons, she was able to transform the Koreshi so they could withstand Dimensius. Illyria will not like this plan. You must convince her. So yes, she was instrumental in making that happen previously.
Survival is our utmost priority.
What a shameful loss. Locust Walker must keep a tighter leash on his minions, don't you think?
We will survive.
How did we get to this? All she has done to us, and she's our best ally. Oh my god, these women. They're going to end up a couple at the end of it. She'll leave Terrellian for him.
Grab hold of my Rishi ribbon. Xalatath will transmute you into energy as she did the Koreshi.
This is madness! Don't let that monster touch you!
Yeah. I love this so much.
Don't assume victory.
Now that I am learning that somehow Xalatath had a hand in transmuting the ethereals into what they are today, how did that work for them? They have lost everything. How can Locust Walker even look at her? I don't know what to think about the Reshi ribbons either. They sound like dangerous artifacts. What else can they do? What else can Xalatath do to them? If they're really that powerful, shouldn't we protect them from her? I mean, I can understand the paranoia, because if you think somebody's been your mortal enemy all this time and suddenly they're going to be in charge of some magical item, like, yeah, sure you would be a bit suspicious.
Know your target. You were the one that transformed the ethereals and brokers. I was told it was the energies of the void.
The void doesn't transform. It consumes. My skill and the power of the Rishi ribbons were required to change the Koreshi.
The Ravel worked in secret, ensuring our people could survive Dimensius's energies and the inevitable destruction of Karesh.
You didn't tell your people the truth. To this day, they think it was Dimensius who changed them.
The void feeds on conflict and panic. Had these Ravel villains told the people how they intended to save them, it only would have empowered Dimensius.
That's not how I would have put it. But she is right that there was neither time nor trust.
I love that.
We had a difficult
Ravel
choice to make.
villains.
There is much left to do.
What is it? What if it's the only way? Are you sure, Sahem? This is madness. You and I, we have no idea what she can do with that ribbon. How do you know? How do I know that it will even work? What if it only works in the ethereal's previous forms? How do I know if it will hurt? How do I know if you will come back? What if you are hurt or worse? All we have is Xalatath's word for it, which is nothing worth nothing to me. The only lead I have is Locust Walker, and his words are becoming hollow. I don't know if I can trust him either. You are the only one I can still trust. Oh, Illyria, that's so lovely.
Do it, champion. I will make sure she restores you.
With only one ribbon, the transformation is singular and temporary. Your assurance is unnecessary. What next?
When I first met them, the members of the Ravel each carried a Reshi ribbon. The ribbon was both a representation of the status of its wielder and a conduit through which great energies could be channeled. Hundreds of thousands of years have passed, and it seems their powers have only grown. I can sense Locust Walker's Reshi Ribbon now, just begging to be unleashed, and a few more in these islands around us. What is your involvement with the Reshi Ribbons and the Koreshi? My dear, she chuckles. That is someone else's secret to tell. Another time, perhaps. I like it. Alright.
Keep your enemies close.
Dimensius must
I knew it would be
stop.
difficult having Alira and Xal'atath try to work together. I wish Windrunner would understand the magnitude of the threat of that Dimensius poses. When Koresh faced the threat before, we were only able to survive the shattering because of the all-devouring, and our world because of the transmutation the Harbinger offered using our Reshi Ribbons. I do not trust her, but I understand her. She needs us to survive, and we her.
Survival is our utmost
I feel like this is a lot of
priority.
repetitive statements, but that's alright.
We're in this together.
She agreed. She listens to you, my champion. You are indeed our savior. I wish they'd thrown in some flavor text about the fact that I'm a shadow priest, because like she's calling everyone my champion, I'm sure.
I will do as I promise.
With Locust Walker's Reshi Ribbon, I can transmute your flesh to energy. It won't hurt much. You will have the ability to travel within Dimensius' aura without being destroyed. There you can search a path into the Mana Forge. You will travel in untethered space as a creature of energy, ignored by the Shadow Guard. Their void beasts, however, stay away, well away or be devoured. Talk to me when you're ready. Time is of the essence.
With my help, victory awaits.
Who can we trust?
I'm ready for the transmutation, or I'm watching you, Xal'atath, perform your ritual but nothing else. I'll just say I'm ready for the ritual.
I will do as I promise.
Ooh.
You are now like the ethereals and brokers were. An untethered soul composed of energy.
Cool. Except I can't fly, which is a bit stupid. Examine the conduit. Oh, is there items that I can get? How does this work? Is that chest actually something I can pick up? Where is it? Damn it. Oh well. I'll just ignore that. I thought maybe the chests were like only because I'm in Reshi form. Pretty cool. I have to make sure that each of my characters gets a Reshi wrap bloody cloak, because like I don't want to do what I did this time around with the bloody delves and not give everybody the belt. Even though I can still get it, but like... Alright, we're going to examine the conduit.
This conduit connects to the garrison. We should check for entry closer to the Mana Forge.
Alright, I think once I finish this mini quest
These
line...
pipes aren't just carrying energy, but untethered souls too. The Shadow Guard is manufacturing an army.
Once I finish this little mini quest line, I might call it there for the night. Because it's already 10:30. Time flies.
All pathways to the Mana Forge pass through the aura of Dimensius. Only a being composed of energy would survive. We will need more than Locust Walker's ribbon. With only one ribbon, the transformation fades and you are beset by the power of Dimensius. Do not fret, my champion. I'll save you.
I love that she's calling me my champion. I actually want to do it on a different character to see if maybe the response would be different, because she might just be calling my priest that, I don't know.
Sharp as a blade, aren't you?
Where the void gathers.
Keep your enemies close.
Through this you have learned what I already knew. Dimensius is a terrible threat. We must work together if we are to survive.
You would never reach Dimensius without the Rishi ribbons and my help.
fight continues.
Zelatath is correct. We need more than my Reshi ribbon to get a force to Dimensius. There is an eco-dome south of here. The founder of the Trust is there, overseeing its operation. She acquired the domes from the consortium. She claims they will be a key to restoring Koresh. I am skeptical anything will be safe now that Dimensia stirs. She was a member of the Ravel and possesses a Reshi ribbon. Surely she would lend it to us.
My past doesn't...
Why did you even help the Ravel in the first place, Zelatath?
The same reason I'm helping you. The promise of an end to the All-Devouring.
I love how they can all just teleport. Like, bloody void beings. Where's my teleport? I'm a void being. And as if they all know where to go, like, unless Locust Walker teleported them himself, like, where do they all know where to go? And this will start the quest line to do the Eco Dome, I'm assuming. Oh, it's pretty. Very much giving me Netherstorm vibes.
I asked for your help, Locust Walker.
Ah, Venari, that's right.
Instead, you've brought the Harbingers to my dome.
We forestall
The Shadow Guard attack the Eco Dome. They must covet the vast stores of energy needed to shield the delicate biomes from the void of Koresh.
We do what we must.
Oh, I don't need that, but I'm going to get the appearance for it. And I don't strictly need that, but I'm going to get the appearance for it. Yeah, it's pretty high up in item level. Alright, Venari.
Don't assume victory.
The Shadow Guard skulk in the shadows, but they do not extinguish the hope of this Eco Dome.
At least I can trust you.
Hundreds of thousands of years and Venari is still as suspicious as ever. How nostalgic. We must convince her to contribute to the greater good, my champion.
We will survive.
My Reshi ribbon is all that is keeping this dome and its systems from collapsing. This Eco Dome took too much of my fortune to build just for Shadow Guard to destroy it. They have sabotaged many of our control consoles, risking a complete ecological collapse. Find engineer Omloof and help him restart our environmental support system while I monitor the rest of the facility. So she has a Reshi ribbon. There you go. Where? So funny to think they're all just like energy.
What if the only thing holding everything together is my Rishi ribbon? I spent my fortune to acquire these ecodomes. I won't let them collapse. Traveler, stabilize the dome. The rest of you, secure this area. The Shadow Guard are everywhere.
Hello, bitch. Call me my original title, Moorwalker, thank you very much.
If it isn't my favorite mortal.
You fuckers know I was the Moorwalker.
I thought you were just going to consult the Harbinger. Not bring her along.
I insisted. Last time, the Ravel was unable to complete the straightforward task it was given. I need to look after my interests. I need to know that we will bring an end to Dimensius.
Is that so? Then if you insist on being part of this venture, I'm going to put you to work. Don't just float around making sassy remarks. Make yourself useful and kill some Shadow Guards.
Do you really trust her?
That is Anna.
I trust her to do whatever she needs to survive. We share a purpose. To kill the All-Devouring. That may change once Dimensius is dead. Don't just stand there scowling at each other. Get to work. My dome is in crisis.
I love that they've given her a chance to have a bit of a moment to shine, because like in Shadowlands she was just kind of like, hi, I'm in the mall, get me some items and get me some renown, you know. Voice of Venari. She's done quite a few games. Yeah, Aisha Salim. Yeah, she's Ana from Overwatch. What else has she done? IMDb is probably a good place to look. Heroes of the Storm as well as Ana. She's done Diablo 2. Oh, I thought she'd done more than that. Unless they just haven't listed her full bio. But yeah, she's done quite a few things. I quite like her voice.
What next?
I've done the stay a while on this and thing.
We are in danger.
Alright. So I did
My
get
past
quests,
does
so I'll do
not
that
define
first.
me.
Oh, I can't mount in here. Oh, yes, I can. Just not near the quest giver. Pants. Don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need that. Character's looking very mixed in the gearing at the moment. Alright, let's just talk to this fella. Venari sent me to help you.
Quickly, mortal, before we lose environmental support. Activate the rods.
God. Better not be in certain orders. Like, click
Good.
this, do that.
Now get the next rod. Ah, the rod cracked. Get me a new one. Go!
Oh, God damn it. You're so needy. Oh. Well, that's a pretty beast. I hope I can get that on my hunter. Especially my Illyria hunter. I like that. I'll catch as many as I can.
Structural integrity acceptable. We might survive this. Next round. Did it work? Yes. System stable. Tell Venari we won't explode.
That's a relief. Don't exactly want to explode on a faraway planet.
Energy control systems may be stabilized, but the biomes will still crash without my ribbon. My fortune for the world that was. I must protect my investment.
I'm not bothering creating these quests. I just
Oh,
know that I've got to do
dangling
things.
your ribbon in front of us so we do your dirty work. You haven't changed, Venari.
I give the Traveler the ribbon when it's not the only thing keeping the biomes in the storm alive.
Is there actually like an inn or something around here, or do I just have to kind of hope for the best? No.
Well, can solve any problem.
Oh, void creepers. What do these do? Oh, I just punt them. That's easy. I can handle punting. It's a quick and easy quest to do. And I managed to complete a objective without actually doing anything, but that's alright. People fighting it? Yeah, cool, baby. Let's do that.
I need to get closer.
Maybe he'll give me an item. Maybe he won't. Ooh, I actually do get items on it. Cool. And I got rep. 15. Is that it? Jesus Christ, that was really not worth it for 15 rep. But I did get a quest. What is this? After defeating the Devour, but you pulled up... Oh god, Anima. We're dealing with Anima. We're in the Shadowlands again. Maybe Koresh is really close to the Shadowlands, and maybe that's why the Venthier will come here. Oh my god. Venari might find this useful. Holy crap. Didn't think we were going to be in the bloody Shadowlands vicinity. All these anima beasts. Botanic report. Ooh. Where's the other biome?
At last, we return to
Getting a
Koresh.
report, and then where do we stabilize this biome? I just want to kind of do as much as the little piddly things I can do before I go to bed, because I don't want to have to rush through. I want to kind of get through it all pretty quickly over the weekend. In between all my gaming and social stuff. Pick this up, but I'll do it tomorrow or whenever I'm playing next.
Can I help you?
Alright, let's go find the technician. Why is he on the fringe?
Wealth can solve any problem.
Oh, excuse me.
Your
What am I doing?
patronage is quite appreciated.
Oh, I don't want to collect void spores. I'll do that tomorrow, or whenever I play next. Oh, actually, they're just here. Okay, we can do that. I thought I had to go out into the dome, out of the dome and do it. I was like, I can't be bothered going to find these things, but that's alright. We can do that here. And then 2 hours later, I'm still here trying to do quests. Close enough. How many more do I need to bloody collect? 4 more. 5. 3 more. What? Where's my button? Seriously? How buggy is this getting? I lost my button. Oh, do I have to talk to him again?
Do you wish to trade? Always a pleasure.
I think he like half disappeared and that's why I lost the ability to do this. That was weird. Buggy.
At last, we return to Koresh.
Alright, let's go handle this into Venari.
The systems may be stabilized, but the Shadow Guard continue to raid the Ecodome for its energy.
Actually, this place being near the Shadowlands would also explain how Venari
I
got
swore
here.
an oath to restore my world.
And decided to suddenly, like, fund the trust and all these things. I hire the best. Okay, cool.
I must protect my investments. What is more valuable than home?
Okay. And
with funding comes
can I
salvation.
give her the crystallized BS? But they're really bad at... Oh, we're not in the Oasis, that's why. Okay, fair enough.
Hello, my champion.
We can't have you patrolling the perimeter of this dome like the City Watch, fighting attackers in perpetuity. We need a permanent solution so we can continue with our noble quest. Take these crystals. they've been attuned to the Ecodome's defensive magics. Just place them near strategic parts of the perimeter to strengthen the magical defenses. What? This time it's no trick. This dome explodes, I'll never get to destroy Dimensius.
We will survive.
I love this. She's slowly like doing things to help us, but like having to justify that she's trying to help.
Dimensius must be stopped.
Alright, I think in the interest of me finishing before 11 o'clock, I am going to call it here. Thank you for being here for the stream tonight, Penumbra, and anybody else that was joining. And I think I'm correct. Allground, thank you for being here as well. Hopefully you've been enjoying what you've been seeing. If anybody's not already a part of the Discord and would like to join the Discord, my details are here as follows. I'm trying to build up a little bit of a community there, but you don't have to, no obligation. Yeah, if you like what you're seeing and you're not already following, please do. I'm trying not to be too advertising about this, but you know, at the end of the day, I want to kind of build a community of people that actually want to come along and chill out and hang out and stuff. So, you know, Penumbra, you've been here pretty much every stream I've done, especially the ones with World of Warcraft, so thank you very much. Always appreciated. And yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow night, similar timing. Oh, actually, I'll probably start a little bit later because I've got to drive home from the city, so that'll probably take me a good hour or so. But yeah, probably about 7 o'clock Aussie time, or Melbourne time. There'll definitely be some opportunity Saturday, and definitely Sunday. So likely be a few nights in a row. But yeah, other than that, thanks again, and I will talk to you all very soon. Have a good night.